good work. And also open sourcing the things like Neuralink 3, I was like really mind blown. People talk about open source, but they just share the weights and not the whole stack. Right? NVIDIA, what they did is they shared the whole stack, like data kya tha, model kya tha, code kya tha, everything. So amazing stuff.
I think on the hardware side, right, couple of interesting things happening. One is optics is coming, right? Data centers right now use copper cables. Optics is gonna come in, which means that the entire memory like block that we had is gonna go away. So models will become much more like complex and better. And like again, the other one is HBM is coming into picture, which again is like removing the memory block over here. So I think in the next 2, 3, 4 years, you're gonna see like models accelerating even faster, given all the constraints are gonna be lifted. So it's a lot of interesting stuff.
You have to explain it simply, like what is this optics and the other thing.
Got it. Okay, I'll simply give a 1 minute or 30-second quick thing, right? So when you're model, you have multiple GPUs, and each GPU talks to the other GPU through multiple like complex networking architecture and so on. But essentially, the way they talk is you have a copper cable running between them. And as of today, the main thing that's blocking like a lot of training is the speed between which like two chips can communicate with each other. So a lot of times what happens is the GPU is not 100% utilized because it's waiting for instructions from like another GPU or another, let's say, memory stack. And that's gonna be replaced by optical cables. So optical cables are essentially what's like building the internet infrastructure. And instead of like moving at the speed of electrons in a copper cable, your data moves at the speed of light, which means that the communications like become faster, which means like now the GPUs will not be sitting idle. They're utilized much more, and which means your model is gonna become stronger because of increased utilization.
Well, can I help it simplify?
Yeah, definitely.
Basically, Shrey meant over here. Let's take an example. Okay, like there are two cups. You might have seen a way one person is communicating from a cup. Okay, while the wire is attached to the other cup, and the person is trying to hear. Okay, but now what happens? This is a very basic model of communicating. Am I right, Shireen?
Yeah.
A very basic model of communicating. That's where uh, there will be some advancement like telephone or mobiles, particularly in that you know in that system.
Yep.
So,
Exactly. Instead of, let's say, a wired communication, you can do a wireless communication as a, or maybe in terms of internet speed, instead of like LTE or 2G, it's now 5G or 6G. As an example, like you just become faster.
got it, got it. But still, I have this question. Okay, मेरा वोडाफोन 2G भी 3G देता था, पर अब 5G 2G भी देता है.
वो तो क्या ही कर रहे हैं, मतलब मेरा तो नेटवर्क ही नहीं आता. आई आल्सो हैव वोडाफोन, नेटवर्क नहीं आता. सो आई मीन इवन वर्स सिचुएशन.
कि मुझे गांव में भी मिलता था नेटवर्क इन 2016 जब मैं फर्स्ट टाइम आई विजिटेड उत्तराखंड एंड उधर मुझे काफी अच्छा नेटवर्क मिला था. Well, let's continue with the topic.
Yeah, thanks so much, Shrey. Where are you joining from?
I'm joining from Bangalore.
Awesome. Great to have you with us.
Yep. Same here.
Who next? Yeah. Thanks so much. Who next?
Audible? That's okay, Saurabh.
Please go ahead. Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Tirthendu, short for Tirth, and
Hey,
here,
Tirth.
here dialing in from Pune.
Hi, Tirth. What's up?
Arey, good to see you, bro. And I just want to take a moment and say that I'm so happy because Saurabh, I know how much effort he puts in to keep the community going. I joined a while back, but work holds me back quite a bit. So very happy to see a lot of old faces, and Saurabh, cheers to you, man. Cheers to you.
And to Akash for actually.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And just also to say 10-15 seconds about my perspective as to why I've joined here today. See, I'm not on the technical side of things. I work in real estate consulting. AI seems to be like this ghost that's been, kind of, everybody tells us that, this is the end of, or rather the optimization will be to such a point that our jobs will become redundant. I work for a firm called CBRE. We have lost, I believe, about 20% of our market cap over 2 days when that Microsoft statement came out. I think we lost $12 billion in market cap in just two trading days, right? while internally, like none of us who actually work in the field, we are not being able to see, like we don't foresee any major disruption. We only see that AI tools are making us better, it's making us more efficient. I would want to understand, while I don't understand the technicality behind it, but at least hearing it from the technical people, I think it would aid to my knowledge and my understanding as to how I can implement this better. Because I definitely, though everybody tells me I don't see this as a threat at all, I just believe this is gonna make me do my job a lot better over the coming days. That's what I'm here.
Fair, fair. In fact, I have a sense that, let's say if 100 people are working in some field, now the best 5 people, 10 people will do the all of that work much more efficiently. So it's a power law, extreme power law. So better to be on this side of the things, like the extreme income inequality and everything will be even more extreme. And hopefully in the future, when there is a lot of productivity gain, hopefully this universal basic income and those kind of UBC and stuff will come in. Thanks so much, Sid, for joining. You're joining from Pune, right?
Yes, Pune.
Yeah, yeah. Hope to see you again.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Who
भाई
next?
थाने से कब ज्वाइन करेगा वापस?
नहीं आएंगे भाई वापस. Pune is suiting me really well. Bro, I'm not never coming back to Bombay, dude. I never
Why?
Even
will
one after.
never willfully coming back to that crowd. भाई
आजा
देखो
नेक्स्ट वीकेंड आजा पार्टी कर.
भाई इधर मैं सुबह ना 9 बजे if I go leave from my home at 9 o'clock, I reach my office at 9:10. 10 मिनट का commute है मेरा. अब बोल.
Cool.
अच्छा.
Who
Anyway,
next?
please let's move on. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, can I go next?
Yeah, please go ahead.
So yeah, I am Alaknanda and I work at ICICI Lombard as analytics professional. And yeah, I've been, interested in AI since about basically creating applications or creating new software. Since about two months back, I heard that Claude Code and Claude Cowork was like really good at understanding the brief and working according to what we want. So, and I want to learn about other AI tools as well. Been using Gemini, etc., ChatGPT, of course, very frequently. So, yes, that's the reason I've joined. Nice to see you all.
Awesome. Thanks for joining. Where are you joining from?
I'm joining from Mumbai.
Awesome. Great. Thanks for joining. Who next?
Well, about AI, I feel like Mr. Hirsch had already started with this line where we need to draw a line between AI, what they can do and what they cannot. Okay, but I feel they have already crossed a line and we are under control of social media platforms. Okay, who are running on the basis of AI algorithms.
Yeah. That's true.
Are being controlled, even our thoughts are being controlled. Everything is already started happening. Okay.
When they
Yeah,
switch off the phone, I mean.
That's
See,
why.
so for this marketing thing, right? So this has
Yeah.
always been the part, right? From the TVs also. Yeah, toothbrush is the example, right? We know that toothpaste is the called Colgate, right? And we
But
already speak about Fevicol, right? It's just adhesive. So this is a kind of different neuro marketing strategies and all thing. And this is very different from what I was talking about. I was talking about what is really necessary for the AI to take over and what humans can still do, right? So there is a necessity, there is a main, basically, is AI really going to make us dumb, right? So
yeah,
because this is the kind of question that I'm asking a lot from me, because I have seriously started uh, I have not consumed social media from. I definitely, for a normal, if you're not a creator or an influencer, right? So, how many of you have really uploaded a video, right? Or recorded a reel or posted it on online, or um, wrote something on LinkedIn or something, right? If you are just normally talking about, you don't see any kind of benefits, hardly, right? There is a kind of a downfall. Even the Instagram is saying that there is a downfall, and we are very struggling. The core main team of the Instagram is very struggling to gain the attention, how they can push the initiatives. What happens in January? So even a small creator who is uploading 10 to 15 reels, their reels are reaching millions, right? So
Yes.
why this is happening? Because they were pushing key, they want more and more content, right? But they are not getting. So we are just going to just it is going to be the similar as the Facebook story, that people has used that platform. The Facebook has like become for a segment, right? And there is a line that there will be consumers and the creators and all the kind of thing. But the real question is in a very practical implementation, that what AI can seriously do and what AI cannot do. This is the kind of question that we need to ask from us.
So basically, I can do everything what we can give them the power.
So,
Uh,
sorry to interrupt, but let's go through the introduction and then let
yeah,
Akash
we
share
can
and then
start this.
circle back. Yeah. But yeah,
Come back.
great
Yeah.
interesting insights. Who else wants to go ahead?
Can I go next?
Please. Hey, Mansi, hi.
Yes. Hey, hi everyone. My name is Maitre Mahadik, and I'm here from Calgary, Canada. And I'm here just because I'm a software engineer, and I've been hearing everywhere there's AI, right? So, what is it utilized for? As Harsh mentioned before, like what are the advantages of, is it going to stop our jobs, or what AI can't do? That's a very good question. So I'm just researching about AI, like how is it going to go? Is it going to take all our jobs, or what is going to be the future of AI? And so I'm basically in the learning phase of AI, and I've joined some communities here, and I'm just here to just join one more community and learn more about AI and get various opinions about the people of various mindsets. Like what are people actually thinking about AI, right? So, but I'm really glad I'm here. And thank you for having me for this meeting. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Welcome.
Awesome. Thanks for joining, Maitri. Yeah. Who next?
Wow, a lot of Calgary folks are here. I'm really happy.
Yeah. Acha
All
question.
thanks to
Akash, are you
Akash.
still in the Tech Connect community by any chance?
Yeah, I'm in the IT support role.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, Arya. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah. Hi.
Hi everyone. This is Arya, and I'm not a computer person. I work as a textile designer, and I have like varied interests. Uh, yeah, I mean, speak like about the question. I feel there's a lot that AI cannot do in the creative field. I mean, it can do some very basic stuff, and I've seen like some people of similar work profile talking and using AI in ways, talking about AI and using it in ways, and yeah, I mean, it's still um, not understanding uh, like why are we like why humans can create be creative in terms of different art forms and crafts that we practice. It kind of gets it very theoretically. I've tried it myself, and is not very accurate in its representation. So yeah, in the creative field, and but it can do a lot of things like help with colors and other um, technical aspects of weaving and pattern generation, even print design. Yeah. So this is like what I've learned and understood so far, and so many other things. But yeah, I would yeah like to learn about AI and probably just learn more. That's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Arya. Yeah, Shwet is saying you should start the session. Yeah, absolutely, Shwet. Just a quick round of introduction. Who else is left? Just a 30-second pitch. Then let's go ahead. Hey, Ritam. Hi. Unmute yourself.
Unmute.
Uh,
Yes.
Hi, sir. I don't know if you remember myself, but I am from
Of
Nandapur
course.
Ramkrishna Mission Physics Department.
Yeah, of course I remember you. What are you talking about?
Yes. Like my face has changed completely. So
Yeah, I can see that.
so I think I am currently pretty deep into AI because I'm working at a startup who like essentially does AI agentic stuff. So I'm pretty deep into it. I am enjoying it. I am scared by it. Yeah, mostly that's it. Yeah.
Awesome. We are joining from Kolkata or where?
I am in Bangalore right now. I'm in
Awesome,
Indira.
awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Good to see
Yeah.
you
Nice
after
to
long time. Do send me a hi.
yeah.
And everybody
To
who
see.
have not talked, please do send a hi later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Thanks for joining, Yotam. Yeah, good to see
Yes.
you. Like I remember
Yeah.
all those days discussing physics and
Yeah.
stuff. In
Yeah.
awesome, awesome. Who
Yeah.
next?
Awesome.
I think Maithili has raised and Dhruv has raised hand. Please go ahead, Maithili.
Yeah, hi guys, Maithili here from Bangalore. I work in a strategy team at Swiggy. So Swiggy has started using a lot of AI across teams, right? Like from marketing, analytics, growth, all of these. So I just don't want to be left behind, and in my own role, I want to explore how I can use AI better. So that's why I'm here. Little of a noob this side, but looking forward to learn.
Yeah, like awesome. Thanks for joining, Maithili. See, everybody is a noob because only the AI researchers were developing the
Yeah.
model. We are the pro ones. All of us are like no.
We are just
Oh,
using
I
their
think
tools.
I think everyone here is at different levels of noobness, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure I'm at the
That's right.
extreme end. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Devashish. So please go ahead. Yeah, thanks for joining, Maithili. Yeah. Dhruv, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, I'm Dhruv. I work as a software engineer in Accenture, and I have been using AI for last 2, 3 years for my work for very obvious reasons. For like, I kind of use AI less for my work and much more for my own purpose. And I learned more about AI from my own discovery rather than what company does good. So I think AI can help a lot of things. It gives us this opportunity to innovate as a common people. Even we are not from tech backgrounds, but we can build from ourselves. The Claude code is such that even in cases we don't even have to review, it's just basically UI testing.
Yeah, yeah. Great, awesome, Dhruv. Thanks for joining and good to see you excited. So today we were just talking about most of the book clubs, people are like against AI, but here we are like pro AI. Anyway, thanks for joining,
Yeah,
Dhruv.
because it's like there is a kind of conflict between the creative field and the tech field. The tech
Yeah.
field is mostly happy with AI, but it's the creative field who is kind of very skeptical to it.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome. Thanks for joining, Dhruv. Who next? So we'll just quickly wrap up the introduction in next 4-5 minutes, start the section. Akash, feel free to be ready, but who next?
Yeah.
Yeah. Devashish, please go ahead.
Yes, so I joined. Yeah, so let me introduce myself. I'm Devashish. I work in IBM as a team lead, right? And I'm also a Java developer. So we use the AI for coding purposes only to solve some of the challenges we face, the issues we face in codings. But I mean, major challenges we face in AI is that if you don't construct the prompt correctly, then the AI is fully well capable of, I mean, moving you around and around like that. He will give you some solution, then the solution is not going to work, and then you have to again type the prompt again, and then after that, after some time, it will tell you that out of memory, right? Then again, you have to
Yeah.
close the browser, and again, you have to begin again. So these things are challenging. And when AI gives you some of the solutions, then it's very important to, just not, like not look at it like an overall, just to understand the solution. That's very much important. Like what he's trying to say, or the tool is trying to say, that what is the solution or fix it's trying to show you, that you need to understand. That is the most important thing anyone should look at, like understand and then apply, instead of just blindly applying anything, and then later in other environments some managers would report that some issues have came, or some
Yeah, I've been there.
SIT issues, or upload issues. Yeah. So these are
Versus
the
the
things.
client. Worst is a client just sends you a report like, "Hey, what's wrong with this feature?" or something like that.
Yeah. Then the only answer will give that this was suggested by this AI or Amazon Q, and then they will tell that first thing you need to do is that you need to stop using this AI. That is the first thing the managers would tell you.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks for joining, Devashish. Means a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Thanks for
Anyone
joining.
wants to go ahead next? We'll just wrap up the introduction 1-2 minutes and then go ahead with the. Anyone else want to share a couple of words about themselves where you're joining from? Please go ahead. Awesome, awesome. Okay, Akash, I think the floor is all yours. And always feel free to stop us and ask any questions, share any thoughts, insights.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah,
of course, of course.
yeah, feel free to share your screen and just go ahead.
Okay, okay. So, hello everyone. So, my name is Akash Suryansh. I'm joining from Calgary, and this session, the purpose of this session was to get people who are still skeptical or who are still exploring AI to get some idea like how AI works and all. So that is why we are just going through this very basic project. We are basically gonna build a GitHub style study session tracking application, and you don't need any technical knowledge for that. The Claude is going to generate the prompt for us, and we are just going to feed the prompt to Claude Code, and it's going to build the application for us. So I've been saving a lot of tokens for this day, so let's see.
But then there's always this 5-hour limit, no?
Yeah, I mean, imagine it's in the middle of building and then it suddenly.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I hope it doesn't happen today. So
In fact, the last time it was a great success. Like Akash built live NotebookLM, basically notebook on Patanjali Yoga Sutra, and it was like very
yeah,
powerful. Yep.
yeah. So I just wanted to ask, how many of you guys have used NotebookLM? If somebody is joining from the previous session, then they might know. But
You can
how
just
many
raise
of
hand. Yeah.
you guys have used NotebookLM? So
Yeah.
okay, so I think not a lot of people have used it, I guess.
I
Yeah.
think
So
at least yeah, 5 to 7 people maybe. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So I will just go through a quick summary of how we can use NotebookLM. So let me share my screen. So share all audio outputs. Yeah. See my screen?
It's coming up. Yep.
Okay. Okay. So this is NotebookLM. So what does fuck. So this is NotebookLM. So what this does is basically you can create your own notes and stuff, and you can generate audio outputs. You can generate a podcast. You can generate a video quiz. Everything you can think of. So let's start. Just give me one topic that you guys want to go through, or I will just choose one for you guys if you want. So feel free to
Yeah, message or write in the just speak about the topic.
no, feel free to unmute and just tell me like what topic are you guys interested in. It doesn't have to be technical specifically. It could be anything.
Let's generate some audio or music.
Oh, nice.
So there is a kind of very interesting problem that is going on, right? So I just want to generate a kind of artificial limb for paralytic patients. How that sounds.
I'm talking about a learning topic kind of thing, like generating a summary or something like that. Like
Okay.
somebody that nobody knows of.
Then
Health trends in India, Mitesh suggested. Mental health, chatbot Aniket suggested. So
Oh.
maybe
Increase
mental health trend or something like that.
Mental health, let's go with ADHD or something.
Sure.
History
Sure.
of
How does that
IPL.
sound?
Yeah. Sure.
History of IPL?
Yeah, I'm just watching the match in the side. So yeah,
Oh,
I'm
wait,
just
IPL
running
has
up.
started already? I
Yeah,
didn't know. Okay.
RCB,
Oh,
SRH.
okay, okay. Okay, so
Yes.
history of IPL. Okay,
Yeah, I think that sounds more fun. Yeah.
generate
Good suggestion, Vikram.
resources about history of IPL, all the teams, and what else?
Yeah, and
How
interesting facts about IPL or something like that.
Yeah, I think
And the
okay.
lots of
scandals of IPL.
yes.
So it is some
Nothing
eco.
new.
Maybe
Channels of IPL. Okay, so what it will do is it will go on the web and it will search for all the resources. We don't have to do anything as well. We can also upload our own files. If you want, you can go ahead and it could be anything. It could be a text file. It could be a GitHub link, some of your personal notes or something like that. Anything you can generate. But for now, for a quick session, we'll just let the AI do its part. So it's gonna search all the resources. And it is gonna show it over here, and based on that, we will generate our whole audio. Cool. It already found like I don't know 10 resources, I guess. So we're just gonna import all of them. See, it's that simple. You don't even have to do anything. Like it found all the resources for you, and you just have to prompt like I need these resources, and it will do it for you. It's basically like a RAG model. And now what NotebookLM will do is it will only generate content, or it will only answer from all the resources that we have put over here. It's basically like a RAG model. See?
So how is this different from Perplexity? And like, is this a free version or is this like a paid version right now?
No, this is a paid version. So for Gemini, I have Gemini Pro, and based on that, I get all the I can use Gemini on Gmails and other stuff as well to summarize emails and all. I get 2 TB of cloud storage for my Google account, and plus I can use NotebookLM as well.
Yeah, and see, most of us have someone in our family who uses Geo, right? You can access you can use the Geo offer and get Gemini Pro for free using the Geo offer. I'll just send the link in the group. It's amazing. 18 months.
18 months.
You have 2 TB free Google usage, Perplexity Pro, Gemini Pro, not Perplexity Pro, Gemini Pro, and the whole Google ecosystem, meaning NotebookLM, a lot of other great stuff, amazing stuff that I'll also be showing in a little bit. So yeah, please do use that offer. I'll send the link in the group.
Got
Okay,
it.
so the difference between Perplexity and NotebookLM is that it's NotebookLM only generates content from all the resources that you have provided. So
Got it.
you can upload. It could be from any PDFs or some websites or any links you can find, and it will only answer from those. It will not answer from anything else. So
That's absolutely right. And just to add, so how a LLM works is that you do a pre-training, like internet data, all random type of data, human, and all of that is done pre-training. Then there is a post-training, and there's a thing called RHLF, reinforcement learning, RLHF, reinforcement learning with human feedback. मतलब वो लोग बैठ के people actually sit with the chatbot and guide the answers to the right direction. Now the issue with all the tools is that hallucination. So you ask something, but it might send you something garbage because it has been trained on the internet data, which is anyway most of it is garbage. Most of the internet data that we and especially us Indians have been polluting a lot of platforms. Like even I have done that. But the difference between all the LLMs and NotebookLM is the hallucination is much lesser because it grounds the model in the sources that you have provided. So the hallucination will be much lesser. Yeah, Maitri, please go ahead.
Saurabh,
So
you just mentioned grounds, right? So, what does grounding exactly mean in AI?
Sure. That's a very important question. So see, what happens is, let's say you have a lot of information, right? That is like a pre-training, right? So that is memory part. Then there is the next layer, which is the analysis part, like making sense of that memory. For example, let's say if I say bank, now if the bank is used in a context of a money heist, then bank means a financial institution, whereas it could also be a river bank, you know. So that
Okay.
context building is a, it's not memory, but it's like information processing. Now that information processing has to follow certain context, right? So grounding basically means guiding the model. For example, let's say if you say ki, write a story, that's a generic prompt, right? That won't give you like a very great result. But if you say ki, write a story like Agatha Christie, set in 1970s, in this context with a plot twist, blah 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 blah, then that grounds the model in a specific context, and the output of the GPT and chatbot will be much better. So when people say that basically after using LLMs will become lazier and non-creative, then I don't think that's the right way to use AI. It's not supposed to replace you, but it's like supposed to co-write something, and it's a leverage tool that you are given. So although I'm not going to the technicalities of it, technically what will happen is basically you have a certain memory, but you suppress that. You focus more on the information that you have provided. So basically, how a LLM end of the day works is that it takes all the information, it breaks it into chunks, and there is repeated chunks. Meaning, let's say there is a sentence, and you need a
I
context.
think that would be too technical.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
not go there. That would be
I
like
get it. So basically, getting the context in a proper sense, that's the meaning of
Yeah.
ground.
correct. But
Okay.
just to give you a very brief idea, like technically what goes on behind the model, you take all the information, any information you represent in it in numbers, and you try to find similarities. For example, let's say if you're doing search, one type of search is just searching by the specific word, but then there are other
Linear
things.
search.
Yeah.
The cosine similarity algorithm you're talking about.
Correct. And the better search is like semantic search, meaning meaning-wise search. So
All
you
right.
actually understand what it means and then try to search via that, and then try to predict what is the next best, next likely kind of output. But yeah, let's not be too technical. Akash, please go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
So yeah, basically what Saurav told is this is how a RAG model works. So NotebookLM is a Google's RAG model, you can say. So all the resources that you have provided over here, it will only generate content from those resources only. It will not go outside it. It will not go on the internet and give you some garbage answer. For example, it even suggested that this question, like why were CSK and RA suspended from the league for 2 years? Now it will go on all these Wikipedia and news articles and all, and it will give us a proper answer.
So Akash, maybe you can also generate some side decks and stuff. It will take some time, no? Yeah.
Okay, so the
And
best feature about this is this one. Let's go with a brief. Let's go with a deep. Okay.
Kashin,
We'll create.
note, can
Sorry.
we make the Note LM learn, any programming language?
Like learn a programming language using this, or what is it? Like, what do you want to ask? Like, do
No,
you
so
want to learn a programming language with the help of NotebookLM? Then yeah, you can do that.
like you had told them, we can add the data over here. We can add all kind of data, and we can train them as well, right?
No, it's not for programming. Honestly, it's mostly just like for learning. You can say it's like for taking notes and all. So.
So I think for that use case, Gemini is a really powerful solution.
So I wanted to know what is the role of Note LM and what exactly does it do? How is it different from ChatGPT and any other AI platform?
So this is the features I'm talking about actually. So this is the audio feature, the video. So I'll create an audio feature and I will tell you how it's different. So you can choose a format of the audio session. It's like a podcast, you can say, and you can even interact with it. So okay, we'll not specify anything for now. So we'll just generate it.
And
We'll
while
also generate.
generating, just to give you a summary, gist of the difference, right? All the chatbots, they are basically, they have certain memory from the training that they had done. Based on that, they are giving you certain answers. NotebookLM is an AI research tool, which is independent of all the tools, and there is no similar tool available in the market right now. So it doesn't look at the internet data like it does, but to very less extent. It mainly focuses on the materials that you have provided it. For example, let's say, I'll give a specific example. Let's say you follow certain YouTubers, you follow certain books, you have certain materials, you give all that information, and maybe it's too much, like maybe it's 10,000 page of information, you don't have time to go through all of them. It summarizes all of that, as Akash should be showing right now, into very interesting video summaries, audio summaries. You can join the podcast live, mind maps, flashcards, quizzes, you name it, blog. So it's like you have a lot of information. It's
It's
AI
like a
research.
really powerful
Yeah,
learning tool, you can say,
correct.
It
or a
can
visualization tool.
it can make a summary out of a big data, as
Yeah.
well as it can turn it into audio. So how is this different than chat? What I'm asking like.
So ChatGPT, it's just you can say generative AI tool. Like the difference is that ChatGPT can reference a lot of stuff apart from your resources. But for example, if you want, for example, upload a document or a text, your textbook, for example, and you want the ChatGPT to only answer from that. ChatGPT will do it for a while, but after a point, there is this thing called context poisoning, which I won't go into much detail, but it starts hallucinating. It will give you rubbish answers.
It is
Gemini doesn't hallucinate. Sorry, NotebookLM doesn't hallucinate in that
So,
aspect.
I'll give you an analogy. Think of like a broad searchlight versus a laser ray. So, ChatGPT and all of the Gemini, all the tools is like a broad tool, generic answers, generic questions. Here, Notebook LM is a focused, only focusing on the materials that you have provided. So it's like a grounded, focused, specific queries if you have. And the most important part is, as Akash is showing, right? In the answers, you can see those 1, 2, 3. If you just hover over that, it will tell you in the source this. So anything that you are referencing, that is taken from that part. So you can go back there. So it's like cross-referencing citations. So that is a specific part of it. But
So
yeah,
this is a really amazing tool for people who are like into research or who are writing research papers and all that. So because if you have ever written a research paper and all, you have to give the citations, you need to check where the sources and all are. It's a bit of complicated process.
currently I'm
So
writing.
Maybe I just take 30 seconds to like simplify it, right?
please.
If
yeah,
you upload a Harry Potter novel into Notebook LLM, and if you upload the same novel into ChatGPT, and then ask both of them who is Donald Trump, ChatGPT is still gonna tell you Donald Trump is the president of US. Notebook LLM is gonna tell you I don't know because Donald Trump is not in the Harry Potter novel.
Awesome.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Yeah, that's a great example. In fact, you can think of the trade-off is like accuracy versus creativity. Like Notebook will give you very accurate answers, won't be that creative because it doesn't have too much context. Whereas a Gemini will be very creative, may not be accurate. थोड़ा hallucinate कर लेगा. It's like a drunk intern that is available
Which is a
sometimes. Yeah,
prompt to
so it created this mind map for you all on its own.
such a beautiful.
Look at
Broad.
this. So,
Yeah.
so if you hover over it, it will tell you like what it is. It will take you over there, discuss what is establishment 2007. So you don't even have to write a query, for example. It will just do it for you. So which is a pretty amazing tool. It's basically a learning tool, you can say. Look, it generated the answer for you. The foundation of IPL, blah, 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 in 2007, September. So it generates everything all from all these resources. So if I have to give an example, while this is happening, I will show you.
So Akash, if I share the link of a platform which teaches multiple languages, coding language, and then I ask this platform to teach me, for example, JavaScript. So will it be able to teach me JavaScript from scratch?
Yeah. So I think there might be some network issue from Akash's end, but I'll just answer that, right? So for example, the beauty of NotebookLM is that, let's say there are hundreds of creators making videos on JavaScript, but you like 4 of those creators. So you upload those videos and it actually uses a transcript to take the gist of all the videos. And once, let's say you have you have bought some PDF of some book that you upload, or some other open source materials that you upload. So, and it can give you like an excellent video summary, audio summary. Hey Dhruv, thanks for joining. Yeah, no problem. See you next time. And we'll try to make the video recording available for later on to see, right? So yeah, like the beauty of NotebookLM is that it can actually ground the answers in the sources that you like, you enjoy. And as you mentioned, like if you want to learn, let's say JavaScript or any language, you just give it the resources,
Hello,
and then
hello.
it actually generate all of that. Yeah, Akash, please go ahead.
Yeah, I think my laptop
No
just
problem.
hanged. Yeah.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, yeah. So while
Okay.
Akash shares, like restarts. So yeah, I think it's quite beautiful now. So and another great part is that once you have a notebook LM, so you can have different notebooks on, as Akash is showing, right? Like LangChain, AI, Yoga Sutra, GitHub, etc. And then in your Gemini answer, you can reference those notebooks, which is the most powerful part of it. And then you can even Gemini you can guide in the like a targeted direction.
Basically,
So
for NoteLM is powerful.
very powerful.
Yeah, so I will just give you how I will tell you how I use it. So I have this PDF. So let me just share. Wait, let me just stop sharing my screen for now. Do is I write a lot of notes in a Word document, and I convert it into a PDF and all that, and I just share it over there. Wait, just give me 1 second. CI/CD pipeline. Yep. Okay, perfect. Okay, so here is this is my
Yeah, okay. Maybe there's some network issue while we. Okay, I think while Akash shares, maybe if anyone have any questions, please go ahead. Yeah, please go ahead, Chinmay.
I would like to ask everyone who else thinks that ChatGPT is the stupidest AI, or
me.
it's just me.
Me.
Are you using the latest like GPT 5.4? Are you using
No,
the
I'll tell you why I say that. Most of the times it gives you incorrect information, and if you log in, it gives you correct information.
Yeah,
so
it does
he's
happen.
asking you to buy the, but jokes apart, like
No, see, no, I haven't bought it. I just logged it in. You have to create an account, right?
yeah, fair.
So my question is, when to know that the AI, any AI that we are using, is giving us a appropriate answer or accurate answer. So NotebookLM, you talked about it that it's accurate, but I have been using ChatGPT, Gemini, Mistral, and I have also tried, I think, Grok.
Yeah.
But all of them, among all of them, ChatGPT accuracy is the lowest.
So couple of
that's why I mean
couple
that's
of-
really spot on, honestly.
Yeah, but like having said that, I'd like to slightly have offer a different opinion on this. First of all, you should always see the models. Like if you are evaluating, you should evaluate based on the latest generation models, which is right now GPT 5.4 thinking. I have used it. My mind is blown away, honestly.
Also,
does it mean it doesn't? Sorry, yeah, please go ahead.
No, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, does it mean
talk.
it doesn't hallucinate? No, it does hallucinate. Like, for example, see, what are the base models in my opinion right now? GPT 5.4, Claude, the latest,
Mythos.
Opus 4.6, very powerful. Even Gemini is extremely powerful. All the models have their own, let's say, pros and cons, but the gap is closing very fast. Things are moving really crazy amazing. Yes.
I
I'm
just
not
wanted to
against
in my
I'm not against ChatGPT. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just this is what I observe.
yeah.
See,
I wanted to
all
ask you
I'm
one thing,
using
Chinmay.
is all of them are basic versions. But even in between those basic versions, ChatGPT's accuracy is lower. I could give you an example right here, right now.
Yes.
If anyone want to try, uh, his screen is up, right? Akash.
Yeah.
You want to share screen?
So can you just open a new tab? I would like to give you an example, explain it with example. What I mean to say, just go to ChatGPT, don't log in.
Am I logged in? No. Okay.
Yeah, and just write Patswar Sadi and Nauwar Sadi and just press enter.
Patswar. Like this?
You can use a number 5. Patswar, VAR Sadi and Nauwar Sadi. Let's hope it works in the way it worked with me. See, now it's coming up at your end as Maharashtra.
Yeah.
Is there any way I haven't used this Google Meet?
So you wanna share something?
Can I share? Yeah, I would like to share my screen.
So,
I'm not sure
let's
how.
do one thing. Let Akash finish, and then go. Yeah, okay, maybe whatever you.
I will just go through this.
Yeah.
Really
Let's
quickly.
after that. Let's come back to that. It
Yeah.
would be great.
So I was just showing like how I use it. So NotebookLM, I have. So these are my notes, and I write a lot of notes and all. So I write it, I upload it over here, and then I create all the videos, the audio session, the podcast, quiz, and all that. So this is how you can. I personally use. You can use it. Okay, good. I thought I logged out again. Okay. So it has created this audio session and this infographic session. So this all of it was created by NotebookLM. Nothing. We didn't give it any information, anything. We just gave it the resources and asked it to create an infographic, and this is what it created on its own. What do you guys think?
That is crazy.
Cool. I haven't even showed you the craziest part yet. So this is the audio session. I hope you guys can hear it. So I'll just play.
See, if anyone has any question, just unmute yourself and go ahead.
Can you guys hear it though?
No.
No. Yeah. Okay.
Like when you are sharing the screen, you have to give the audio access as well.
I think I have given. Wait, let me check.
I think Aniket has raised your hand. Please go ahead, Aniket. Just anyone has any questions, please unmute yourself and go ahead.
No. I just wanted to say that the infographic is amazing. That's it. Yeah.
So I will just start again.
Picture this. It's the year 2026, and a sports franchise has just been sold.
Right.
Now, you hear about team sales all the time.
You can hear it?
But this one is
Yes.
it's different. A consortium made up of the Aditya Birla Group, the Times Group, and the massive private equity firm Blackstone just bought a cricket team.
Yeah, Royal Challengers Bengaluru, RCB.
Exactly. And the price tag, a staggering $1.78 billion.
I mean, it is just a phenomenal number. That single transaction, it
Who was the
completely
joining team?
shatters the ceiling for what a cricket franchise was, traditionally thought to be worth in the global market.
1.78 billion. Okay, let's unpack this, because our mission in this deep dive isn't just to talk about like boundaries and wickets for you.
No, definitely not.
We are going to deconstruct the actual economic engine of the Indian Premier League for you.
Akash, can you
We
show
need to figure
the
out-
live joining thing?
This is so
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, that's all. What do you guys think? Pretty cool, right? So it generated, wait, how long?
Made up
18.
of the Aditya Birla Group.
18-minute long audio session, and I haven't even shown you the craziest part. So this is the craziest part. So this is called an interactive mode. So you can actually join in the conversation. So let me show you.
The thing is that it's not sounding like an AI. It's like
Exactly.
that's the best thing.
That's a crazy cartoon.
Picture this. It's the year 2026 and a sports franchise has just been sold.
Right?
Now, you hear about team sales all the time, but this one it's different.
Oh, hey there. How can we help?
Okay, so how much did the RCB cost exactly? Can you tell me?
How much?
I think close to $1.6 billion, I guess.
No, no, I'm asking this AI.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Absolutely. Welcome to the conversation.
It's funny you mentioned the AI.
It is?
Because the sheer amount of data and algorithms involved in this topic
ये
is
पकड़ लिया
wild.
उसने.
Oh, it's total data synthesis.
We're about to dive into the sale of the
Ah, yeah, uh-huh.
How much was RCB's cost exactly?
That is a phenomenal question.
Yeah, that's exactly where we were going.
And we were talking specifically about the 2026 valuation.
Because the price has changed massively over time.
When RCB was first founded in 2008, the original owner, Vijay Mallya, acquired it for $111.6 million.
Which, back then, was the second highest bid.
Right, just shy of the Mumbai Indians bid of $111.5 million.
So if you want the exactly cost today, it's $1.78 billion.
Which means it has seen an incredible valuation increase since the initial buy-in.
That's the $1.78 billion sale we are diving into today.
That number, as you pointed out, feels calculated.
What do you guys think?
Awesome.
Amazing,
This is
truly amazing.
Podcast.
learning tool. I'll make everything a podcast to learn.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do as well. So if I'm in a bus, if I'm like cooking or I don't know, I'm doing something, I will just put my earphones on and I will just play it. You can also download this on your mobile, by the way. NotebookLM. So let me show you this. This it has also created a video, so I will show that as well.
You can tell the entire story of the Indian Premier League, one of the biggest sports leagues on the planet, just by following the journey of a single team, Royal Challengers Bangalore. From the literal first match, they were the underdogs, and for 18 long, long years they waited. This is that story. So before the IPL was this global giant that we all know today, there were a lot of skeptics. I mean, was this whole T20 franchise thing really the future of cricket? This quote just perfectly captures the moment all of that doubt just evaporated. In a single evening, the game was changed forever.
And it all came down to this one number, 158 not out. This was the score that lit the fuse.
What do you guys think?
I have something to ask about this. This
Yeah.
is scary for the creative world, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I was trying to, create a short video, and I had to use a couple of AIs for starting from my Gemini to image to video AI, and then it created a short video for, let's say, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And in here, if I just input or whatever information I have or whatever, say,
Yeah.
your hypothetical situation I have, it will create its own video. That's what I understand from this.
Yeah, exactly. So you can also define what kind of video you want.
Yeah, so this
So
is really scary for the creative people. And if you know how to hack it and how to give the perfect command, I mean,
yeah.
it's really scary.
I mean, look at how powerful it is. Like in just 5 minutes, right? Yeah, 5 or 10 minutes, it generated not only the podcast, that 18-minute podcast, and plus this 6 minutes video as well. It's pretty amazing. Like what? And so imagine this, like if you were studying for your competitive exams or your board exams or anything like that. Imagine you.
I'm going to use starting to use this now. Thank you for this.
Awesome.
See, it's pretty
Thank you.
amazing. So you can also create a data table as well. I don't
Platform
know.
AI used photos, videos, audios, to save the originality, or you can say what to make to show a difference. What the real creator creates and what AI has created. So I don't think so. There will be any issue in terms of creativity.
So it created this whole table based on all the resources as well.
Creators don't, because
No, I'm
Amazon.
saying not in case of creativity. Let's say I am one person, and I have a story. Right now, what I understand in the creative business, you need more than like a team. Correct. So you would need someone to proofread it. You would need someone to create your vision. So all those team members that we have in NotebookLM, like one team. You and Notebook is a team. So it will, eliminate other team members.
That
Such
is
a
what
good
is
thing,
happening.
no? Good thing for entrepreneurs.
Yeah. Actually, Akash, this is really great, I would say. So, like, very precise image was being generated. But just one question just came to my mind. So, last year,
Yeah,
you remember we had a trend of Ghibli act everywhere,
yeah, 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 yeah.
Instagram was populated.
Yep.
But then I agree, it took the input data as a photograph and then it repainted it in canvas, right? But it
Yep.
did have some issues with some things, right? Like, for
Yep.
example, if for Gudi Padwa they had put the Gudi, so instead of that, sometimes banana came up, right?
Yep.
So how was that? Like, this is very accurate, right? And how did that feel that bad? Like, it's totally replacing the meaning, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is that what happens is when people are using Gemini for that, so what happens with these large language models basically is that it searches for all the I would say resources it can find. For example, making that Gudi Padwa image. So it will go on the internet. It will compare hundreds or maybe many more resources to generate that image, and based on that it will mess up a lot because at the end of the day it's a computer, right? And computer doesn't know what's going on.
That's right.
It will generate the image based on what data it has.
Correct. So
Here
basically
what we
the
did was we just gave it like 10 resources and told it that generate an image or a video based on these, and it pinpointed it accurately.
right. So here the data set was limited, you mean? Whereas for the Ghibli one, it is like unlimited, right? So that
Yeah, you
that
can.
could
So
be one of
because
the
it
reasons.
has because it has access to the whole internet, right?
Yeah.
So it will
Okay.
go all over the place and it will look for it, and when
Similarity.
you, yeah.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
that is why it messes up a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. But really amazing work, Akash. Hats off. Nice work. Thank you.
This is pretty amazing. So this was one part of AI. Now what we will do is we'll see how Claude works. So we are going to generate a study session tracking application, I would say. And we will tell it what all things we want in our application. So I already have a file for that, but let's see. Yeah. Okay, I'll just close this. So what do you guys think of this tool?
You're right. Yeah, and I think people who are mentioning about like the accuracy and this thing, see, like it's funny that how we have expectations from AI, right? But like jokes apart, things are moving really fast, and the kind of it's like it's a losing game, right? Like once AI becomes better at something, it's gonna be better for the rest of our lives. So it's a losing game, and it has infinite memory, infinite context, and all of that. Here, it's not about human versus AI, but how we can actually leverage the tools and creativity. It's see what is creativity? It's something novel, something that we don't really understand, like how really thoughts come from, how really creativity comes from. So even when AI is generating something, there is actually higher order insights that are there. So it's not just memorizing the data. It's actually, I'll give an example. Let's say, apne, you draw a million circles and you feed that to an AI. AI will understand that the size of the circle changes, but there is certain property which is like a pie where the ratio keeps like fixed. So there is higher order insights that are generated from all these data. It's not just memorizing it and just reiterating the same thing, right? So it's actually going beyond that. Yeah. Akash, anything else you wanna share? I think there might be some network issue from Akash's end. I'll just quickly go ahead and share my screen. Yeah, Akash, can you are you trying to share something, Akash? Hello?
Going on now, so
I don't know. Okay, let's while Akash settles down, very quickly want to show some couple of things. First of all, Claude, right? Even before going into Claude, maybe let's look at Perplexity assistant. So, for example,
Hello.
here Akash was doing all that, right? Akash, I think I'll just quickly share certain things, and you set your laptop and internet. Just check. Okay. Anyway, let's just continue while I give Akash a couple of minutes just to set up. So Perplexity has this pro subscription, right? Like it's 2,000 rupees per month, like $20 per month. But Airtel was giving like a free 1 year offer. Some of you might have already used it. So it's like this is a Comet browser, and here is the assistant, right? And I'll just show you how it works.
Hello.
For example, tell us about any topic. Akash, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just
Yeah,
my
like
RAM is
I'll give you a
running out,
couple
so
of
that's
minutes
why it
maybe to
was.
figure out the internet, and then meanwhile I'm
No, it's
quickly
not the
sharing.
internet. No, it's not the internet actually. It's just the my laptop keeps hanging because I have a lot of
Sure,
background
sure.
processes going.
Do you want to go ahead?
Yeah,
Should I stop?
yeah, I can go ahead. Yeah, I will just show.
Sure,
I will
sure.
just show
Yeah.
the prompt file that I have created.
Yep.
I just made one in advance.
Hmm.
Okay, so share. So we are gonna build an application based on this prompting. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Okay, so this is like personal learning platform. Complete brief of what the application should have. It has all the features and all. It was all generated by Claude as well.
Maybe zoom in a bit if possible. Control plus or some other.
Oh, can't you see it? Okay, wait.
Yeah, like you can see it, but it's a bit
Okay.
awesome.
So this is like so this is our project. So I gave it about me, AI developer based in Calgary, Alberta, skills, this, blah, blah, blah. I told it about myself. The app should have these features. Learning engine, I can add any skills, topics, not just LangChain, anything. It's a learning platform. It should have quiz. It should have NotebookLM prompt engineer generator. So it should have these features like each skill. If I want to learn, if I want to do something, then it should provide me some prompts that I can upload in NotebookLM. Then job search, yeah, forget about this one. So resource
So you
library,
have
so I
build
can add.
learning app, and you're giving instructions for Claude
Yeah.
in a marketing file, which is the instructions
Yeah.
for the AI. Yeah, go ahead.
So this is the tech stack. This is what it should do, etc., etc. Then
And
it should. So
like
this
you
is.
knew the tech stack, or how do you get to know the tech stack?
No, I gave it like this is what I want exactly, and Claude. This whole document was generated by Claude. So I just
Understood.
made one in advance to show. So when you want to build an app, you need to give very specific details in order to save tokens, and plus you need to also be more specific on what features you exactly want in the application. So the more specific instructions you give, the better results you will get, and the faster the result you will get. So this is what I've created. So it is like a 768 one. You can say prompt, and we are just going to upload it on Cloud Code. So these are all the features. So it took me around, I think, 45 minutes to generate this whole thing.
And
so
then
in order
what's
to
the
save
next?
that, so next you go to Cloud Code.
Just
I
jump
hope
into
it
it.
doesn't crash. Yeah.
So
You can see
Claude,
my screen, right?
yes.
So you choose
So
your workspace.
you can see three things, like chat is just you're chatting with it. Co-work is you give it access to your computer. It does work on your computer. Like it can rename files, it can organize, it can run stuff. So it takes over your computer and then does the work for you, like assistant. And Claude Code is like the basically agentic AI tool, which can actually develop applications to run workflows, automate stuff. There is things like scheduler. So
Yep.
for example, you can say every morning, go and fetch all my emails and summarize them and all of that. Those kind of things.
So what we are going to do is we are going to use a plan mode first. So it will plan the whole thing for us. It will bypass all the permissions.
You say
I'm
yes.
just going to give it a permission. So
bypass permissions.
yeah, so
Like your
I'm going to give it a prompt file. I'll say go through this file. The only exception here is that so it will plan everything before executing the whole process. So this is software engineering as of now in 2026, by the way.
vibe coding.
So this is gonna take, yeah. So you have to be very, very, very accurate on what you want in this. In your application, basically. So for that, you need to plan the whole stuff and all. And that is what I did. I was thinking about going through this now, but it would have taken a lot of time. So I just created one in advance.
Yes.
Cool. So it went through the process, and this is the plan it has created. So it has created the file structure. It has created like how many phases will be there when it's building the process. So there will be 8 phases. First one is it will create a readme file, a skeleton kind of thing. Then it will create a database. It will create the AP backend, front end setup. Then it will add the other features like skill page, job Kanban, etc., etc. It planned the whole thing on its own. And now create the application for me. Yeah. So now it's created. So it's in the first phase now. It is executing all the commands and everything on its own.
So the initial instruction set, it can be sent via Word doc, PDF, any file format, right? Like, or is it like a specific notepad file or any?
Yeah. No, it doesn't have. It just needs to be a prompt, like based on what features you want, etc., etc. So I went on. I generated the whole file based on Claude as well. So Claude default is that it creates a README file, like .md file, but you can have it in Word document or text file or anything. So it will go and create the whole. So it's creating everything for us. So it's installing all the dependencies for us. It will also run that for us. So if there are any issues, it will solve that as well. It also shows the timing over here, like this is how much time it's taking to run the process.
Also, like you can choose between making a web-based app versus, let's say, a desktop app, and you can also, can you choose like, I want a setup version, like an install version, and not like actually install it on my desktop? Is that also possible, or is it actually gonna just make the app and install it on your desktop?
No, it doesn't install anything. It's an app, you can say. So it will.
Yeah, like you can do anything. Like the most.
Right, so I think it created most of the stuff. Now it's checking if it's working or not. Okay, it encountered some error over here, so now it will solve it on its own as well.
But like just to add to that, like it has access to your files, access to your system, access to the internet. So it can do anything that you are able to do in the computer. You can, hey Maitri, thanks for joining. We'll go as long as people are free, and we'll share the recording link. Please feel free to watch back later. But yeah, like there are different, as Akash is showing, like,
So
there are,
it
like plan mode.
created the application, now it's running. Yeah.
Yeah. It's doing everything, and
okay, so
I do not have any
it
technical
created the
background
application, as
about
you
it,
can see.
but I wanted to ask the applications that it creates, can it also create a gaming
Yeah.
application, like a
Yeah.
game on phone?
Yeah, easily.
Or
Yeah.
say on mobile or laptop?
I was actually building some games on ChatGPT recently.
Because let's say I have a story about a game.
Yeah, but you have to.
So
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to be
Chinmay,
a
what do you want to
technical.
build?
Yeah. So let's say
Yeah,
I
so
have a
for
story
mobile
about
applications.
game that I want to create, but being a non-technical person, I don't know how to code. So is this application or this cloud is going to help, or
Can you summarize it in like 2-3 sentences? What is the story that you have in 2-3 sentences?
oh, let's say there's a parallel universe, some other Earth, and it is divided. That Earth is divided into two landscapes. It has two moons, and there is a war going on between the east and the west. And the basic.
Three-body
Pardon?
problem. Sorry, I will say what's the series three-body problem? Sorry, yeah, sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
Was that meant for me,
Well,
or sorry, I lost the link. Was it for me?
No, like I just referenced. There's a series called Three-Body Problem with a
Oh
similar kind
no,
of.
I do not. I don't know about it.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, two.
So and the warriors in the game, they have they use animals like elephants and even the lions. And there is another thing that they have is barbarians, kind of a thing, and we can define them as barbarians. So it's basically good versus evil again. So if I wanna, there would be strategies involved. There will be some rules for both the worlds involved. Also, if there is there is a presence of two moons instead of one, the sea levels would be different. The waves of the oceans would be what I understand would be a little softer than what we have in our Earth.
I think, yeah, fair enough. I think it will be a little bit complex, so it will probably take some time. Maybe you can send me the prompt. I'll try to create certain things and get back to you offline.
Oh,
Sounds
okay, yeah,
good.
sure.
I
Sounds
think
good.
we should build it. This sounds awesome.
Yeah.
The
Honestly,
game sounds awesome.
So if you guys are interested, I will
Yeah.
think more on it and create a proper story about it.
Yes.
But
Because I
like, just
don't know anything about coding, but I'm really interested in gamings, and I play a lot of games.
correct. Yeah, and it can absolutely be done. I have been building some games which even I would like to play in ChatGPT, tower defense and stuff. So yeah, it can
Okay.
definitely.
Don't worry about. You don't have to give a smile every time you mention ChatGPT. That was just my experience.
Yeah. No, so
Yeah,
I
so
think
it created the application.
Akash, please go ahead now. Yeah.
So this whole application has been created.
Can you show some?
So yeah, sure. So today I'm gonna learn, for example, LangChain. So it will go through. So it has. I gave it a instruction that you need to give me a 90-minute study session plan. So this is what is called ignition. So it's first 10 minutes you're gonna spend on learning what LangChain is about, for example. And then that happens with this Gemini API that I have given. So it will tell us that for the first 10 minutes, this is what you need to go through. So the timer starts, it will go through this. Then once this is over, it will start the second sprint. So second sprint will start, and then you will go with your study session. Like for 25 minutes, you will go through these 4 or 5 topics based on LangChain. And then the timer this won't start until this is over. So once this is done, then you can take a break, and then you can come for another 25-minute session. Then once that's done, then whatever you learn through in this 25, 50, 1 hour, you will have a 20-minute quiz on it. Where is the quiz? Yeah. So it will generate a quiz based on what you want. It could be like a 20, 30, or even a 10 question, I would say, quiz. Let's say LangChain basics. So based on how many questions you want in the quiz, you can specify it over here. Let's go with 10 questions, but you can go up till 60. That's the feature I have given it. You can even say 100. So what it will do is it will go to Gemini, and Gemini will create all the quiz questions for you. And this is the whole application we have created in like 10 minutes.
So did you also like give the user interface instructions, like this is what the interface should look like, or
No,
did it do it?
it did it on its own. See, it
Got
created
it.
the quiz according to the provider. So I don't know. I selected this.
Akash, this you have integrated with NotebookLM, right? This quiz.
The NotebookLM is so it will give us the prompts. I think it is created over here. So it will generate a prompt for us, and we can put that in NotebookLM. Right now, they don't have anything for NotebookLM, like any connector or something as of now. So it gave us this, and we just have to copy paste it in NotebookLM, and it will. You can customize a notebook on NotebookLM based on that. So
And
this
that
is what it will do.
output you are copying it over here. How is it?
What?
You're a techie, right?
Yeah.
So you might have know and मतलब कुछ idea तो रहेगा ना कि free coins मिलते हैं.
Free coins?
Yes.
Can you please like elaborate? Like what do you mean?
हैक करके फ्री कॉइन्स मिलते हैं ना.
Free coins.
Yes.
Like
So you,
what coins?
yeah,
Tokens.
Yeah,
Hello?
anything else you want to show, Akash?
So this is what I just wanted to show, and then this is the GitHub style session. It will tell you how. So you have 2 skills in your this thing, and you have 10 study sessions planned, etc., etc. Then study logs. This is like a GitHub style I've created. So each day you complete a study session, it will mark it in the red. So in the last 90 days, this is where you started. Pretty cool, right?
Very good.
And it also creates this README file for you based on your study session. And all of this was done by Claude. I just gave it instructions that this is the application, these are the features I want. And it created everything in like 5 minutes. So that's what I'm trying to say. So the more accurate you are, the more pinpoint specific instructions you give it, the faster and cheaper it will be to build the application for you guys. Now, this is not a production ready application. Let me just specify this. This is just for trial. But in order to make it production ready, you need to maybe tweak it a little. But I think in a day, you can create a application and deploy it as well. Pretty cool, right?
Awesome. Yep.
I have one question. Like I come across a lot of these memes that say that, hey, I gave Claude Code my entire production code to make it more efficient, and it screwed it up completely.
Yeah.
Is that like over exaggerated, or like does that actually happen?
But that actually happens. So that's because those people don't know how to use AI basically. Because what happens is AI can sometimes mess up instructions as well. So for example, you can give it some thing like you need to solve this bug we have in there. So what it might do is it will delete some database, or it will delete some you can say feature or something like that. So technically it did solve that problem, but at what cost? So that is the issue most people face. So you have to be very specific on what you want Claude Code to exactly do. If we had to make this from scratch, it would have taken us like 2-3 days minimum, I would say. But with Claude Code, we just generated it in like 10 minutes. But for that, I had to give it like almost 800 lines of instructions. So that is the power of AI that I wanted to show. So what do you guys think?
This is good. This is good. Like, how about like the database or like some backend integrations?
It all of it was done by Claude. It has created so like we saw, right? So it created this plan. So it created the backend and all that first.
Okay,
Then
nice.
okay. And all of it was done by Claude over here. So what you guys need to do is you need to go on chat. And if you want to build any app, just tell it, you have to chat with Claude and tell it like, this is what I want. This is the application idea I have and all that. And after that, it will generate the whole file for you guys. He'll ask you some questions and all. And once that's done, you just need to go to code and you need to upload it. And it's done.
Can Gemini also do this, or is it only Claude Code that's really good at this?
Right now, there are a lot of tools like anti-gravity and all that, but Claude Code is, I would say, the most powerful tool right now.
Yeah, like there are a couple of tools like Codex, ChatGPT Codex, Claude Code, Cursor, Anti-Gravity, all have their own positive negative. I think, as Akash said, Claude Code with Opus 4.6 and the basically ChatGPT Codex, these are the most powerful tool right now. Let me, Akash, should I just go ahead and share very quickly a couple of things?
Yeah, sure. Good.
Yep,
I'm
awesome.
done. I'm done.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Akash. Yeah, I'll just quickly share my screen and jump into certain things. So, yep, let's jump into it. So, first of all, Gemini is really powerful, as we saw. And once you have created all those notebook elements, right, you can actually refer to, like, add those notebooks and then ask questions from there. For example, here I had created a notebook on different basically assets, right? I think similar to as Akash shared. But the continuation of that would be you can refer to those notebooks and ask Gemini some questions, and it will actually create certain things based on that. And I think I was just trying to very quickly build into that, as I think Chinmay was saying, right? I just gave Claude like a prompt and it built something like this. So there is a very quick thing. Obviously, game is a very complex thing. It will take a lot of time to debug and actually make it more realistic, 3D and everything. But just into certain like prompts, you can actually go ahead and create certain. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, right? So I was actually creating certain games on ChatGPT, maybe in some future section.
Can you show it? Just
Yeah.
one more.
So as you can see, right, like this is not.
This is from ChatGPT.
This from Claude only, same Claude
Oh, okay.
code. Yeah. So I just gave it the prompt as you mentioned, right? Create a good versus evil game, Paladin users, 2 landscape modes, etc. Quickly made certain things, but obviously, like this is like a very basic thing. But I was actually using Claude, ChatGPT, etc. Codex to make some more complex games. They were a lot of fun. So yeah, like okay, but let's jump into a couple of quick things. So first of all, Gemini has, so let's say you are in some Excel sheet or let's say Google sheet. I'll just quickly show some demo. So I'll just open a Google sheet, right? And so let's try to pull some data. For
I
example,
think your game's
we
audio is
can.
on. I think that game. I think.
Yeah. I'll have to pause that. Close that session. Yeah. Cool. So let's say I'm in a Google sheet, right? So here, as part of the Gemini, there is an assistant, and I can ask it to do anything. For example, let's say I want to pull some data of, tell me name of some company, any stock, any company.
So Gemini, let's try with Google.
Google, yeah. So let's say I ask it to pull the latest financials of Alphabet, which is the
Google's parent company.
Yeah.
Yep. So what now? If you want to work in Word or Excel or PowerPoint, you can just tell it what to do, and it will go and ideally pull all the data, and it's a lot of fun. So I was just trying out a couple of things. So मैंने उसको बोला कि you create a basically a violet. Let me just minimize this. Yep. So मैंने उसको बोला कि create a design of a papal cow and then build a storyline on top of that. So उसने बना के दे दिया. It actually created. It's a lot of fun. So if you're into teaching, yeah.
It's like a certain
Violet
story.
the purple cow. Violet was a uniquely purple cow living in a green pasture. She was unlike other cows, etc. फिर उसके साथ क्या हुआ? Stand out in the herd, local legend, legacy, etc. Now let's go back to, so it is asking me which of the financial statements do I need, right?
Yeah.
So I can just say income statement, balance sheet, cash flow, key ratios, right? What period should it cover, right? I can just say latest period, last 5 years. And how do you like it structured? So I can just say separate tab for each statement. or maybe a dashboard style summary, and then just do next. So it will take some time to collect all that information and then come back. But meanwhile, let's try to build something. Which image should we try to create? Tell me about something. Any creative anything? Maybe that game
Create
ka.
that, yeah, create a Earth with two moons and how it will affect the ocean
Yeah,
waves.
just let's yeah, with stylish lighting, etc. So I have spelled arts wrong, but ideally it
Oh
should
yeah, let's
fit
hope
that.
it
Yeah,
will catch
let's
that.
see. Let's yeah. So this is more of like a Google Slides, and then this is like the spreadsheet. So this is one.
So the data
Second,
that it pulls in Excel, it's available on the internet and it's just gathers it.
yeah. It's gathering
Okay.
the data. So it's going to Morningstar, Macro Trends, Investing.com, Google Finance, and I'll
Oh.
just have to approve the plans. So it's
So it also gives you where it exporting the data from.
yeah. Meanwhile,
The
I'll just
origin.
quickly show you. So I was just asking it for some visuals of your game, right?
Yeah.
And see, this is like Perplexity account. It was actually, so it's using Nemotron Super. It has actually created some interesting visuals. And
Oh,
then
okay.
again, like some here. So like it's not like the final vision. It's just trying to create different
Yeah, just
different.
yeah.
Yeah, you need some back
Initial
and forth.
stages.
Yeah. So that will be needed. Anyway, now very quickly, I was showing, for example, I was doing some Amazon shopping. So I just told it, Claude, key, what do I want to buy? Maybe you can try to do a demo of this. Tell me some things to buy from Amazon.
Buy a hairdryer.
Hairdryer. So I
Yeah.
have certain scheduled tasks, right? For example, I have a shopping research. So what this ask is key. I have certain skills file similar to Akash, and then it has certain instructions key, give the review this much of importance, give the rating this much importance, seller rating, feature match, etc. Right? Key features that we have. So as Akash said, we are trying to create a hair dryer. So basically, I started this task. Now the task is first, it will actually go through my skills and build that context. See, what is my background, what is my history, what kind of shopping do I do, am I more price sensitive or quality sensitive, what exactly, right? So now I can ask it for, so let's say hair dryer. Okay, let's say Amazon India under rupees, I don't know, let's say 2000.
2000.
Yep. Okay. So let's see what it does.
So it
So
schedules everything for you, and
yeah. Meanwhile, we'll just come back to our
Purple cow.
purple cow. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, I gave it a similar task like Amazon shopping. What it did is it actually went through my Amazon page. It took screenshots of everything. Okay. And then it gave me like a 20 top. So this is like a project that I did earlier, like shoe racks I was trying to buy. It gave me like a list of 20 thing, and based combining ratings, review quality, shop, basically seller review, everything combined, and then give me key, these are the best ones. And then I just told it to go and add my cart. It added my cart. It actually was intelligent enough to skip all those, care plan and all of that stuff. And if I ask it to order, it will also order, but I have not given it access to my financial like credit cards and all. But yeah, very, very powerful, very
Yeah, I
interesting.
actually bought winter shoes using your favorite GPT.
Oh,
It gave me all the links, all the data, and
yeah.
but I had to do some research as well on it.
no, personally, I'm a ChatGPT hater completely.
Honestly, like if you ask
I
me,
use it daily, but I don't like it.
yeah,
So
like These are just tools, so I don't love or hate any of one of them. But Claude is definitely, I think Claude right now for financials, etc. Anika is saying fan of DeepSeek. Yeah, DeepSeek is quite good actually. Like for an open source model, it's quite powerful. And the beauty of all these open source models is that you can download them locally and run them without internet. Although they won't be very accurate sometimes, but that's a very powerful thing. Like if you're going somewhere remote, you don't have access to internet, you can run these things locally.
Olama is that there for
Olama is there. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of great. And in fact, NVIDIA has done a lot of. So Nemotron is very powerful, 130 plus billion parameter models. Anyway, I was saying ki, so because I'm in finance, so I sometimes have to track the markets. So here, this has it's like a daily scheduler kind of tool I've created every day. What's happening in the markets? What are the top headlines? What are the key themes? What's happening in each of the sectors? What is the activity? What is the takeaway? Now, all of this is good, but then it is also giving me the sources appendix.
Yeah.
The beauty is that, sorry.
No, good.
Yeah. So the beauty is that sometimes it hallucinates, but you can add more layer on top of that to actually go and check the data. If you have some sources in mind, for example, let's say you think NEC data is correct for certain things, you can actually tell it to go and pull from there. So you can create those workflows, and that's the beauty of it, right? Now,
I don't know what use.ai is. Like, Aniket has written something in the chat, so
yeah.
Now I haven't heard of it. I need to check actually.
Yeah.
But I would say if you are buying any subscription, I would say Gemini is the best one. Claude only go for it if you are into like development and all kind of stuff. But if you are just using it for everyday, I would say Gemini would be the better choice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
use.ai.
Yeah.
It's not free.
Has that Google report came up, the Excel file?
Yeah, let me go and check that. Yeah, see, this is very powerful.
So first sheet is dashboard and the
dashboards and
second one is data.
Data, like all the data out of this is a one prompt output, right? And now you can actually build a lot of things on top of that. And this is like just one short output. You can make it much more better by specific. Hey Shrey, thanks for joining. Good to see all of you, and really appreciate people who are still here. I think 2 hours into a session, but yeah, let's just continue and cover everything so that people can later on come back to the recording and actually go through all of that, right? So yeah, I think this is a great start. And here's the image. How do you like it? This is just
It is
pretty amazing.
Different from what I had envisioned.
Yeah, for sure. But we can
But
pre-prompt
yeah,
and all.
it is something to start with.
Pro quality. Yeah. So that day I was just creating some.
What was that application in which you created that earth or that story?
Correct. So couple of things, right? One is whenever you are using a Google, let's say Google Slides, Google Doc, Google Sheet, right? In the right side, there is this button, Ask Gemini.
Assistant. Okay.
Yeah. And then, so it's just a hover here, click here, and you can just give some instruction and it will actually populate for you. So that is one. Okay.
Have you tried VHOR for image creation or?
So I have not, but Gemini ka apna tool Nano Banana is quite powerful. For example,
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah. So we can, I don't know, we can give it a shot. We can see if it is working. So art with 2 moons with stylish lighting, etc. So tools, you go to tools and then it's just create image. So and you can also specify certain type of theme, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
No, I think go for Pro one. The select the model, Pro model, I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see what it. We can select something. For example, let's say cinematic. Let's see what it does. I think Claude code is taking. So it has actually. So see, what did it do? It actually went through, created some scrolling options, and it actually loaded all the tools that it needed to search, and it went ahead and actually searched through all of that. And then now it is trying to wrap up everything and combine all of that into something. I can just quickly show some output that we had earlier. For example, I created this, was trying to buy a coffee mug under 500 from Amazon, Flipkart, Google. So it actually searched through all of that and gave me a, quick summary of all three of that. And I actually went ahead and bought this Boris in Hydra, which was like a very cute. No, not this one. I actually ended up buying a different one. But anyway, but it actually gives you like a summary comparison of all the different options and with different links and all of that. Not only that, it also gave me like a price comparison. This was some slide I was trying to make on Carl Jung. This is also through Claude, and then this was like a next version of this. I'll just do full screen. Yep. So I just give like a very simple prompt. He created a basically Jung's view on soul and the unconscious, and how you can do the shadow work, you connect with your own dark side, and basically anything that you refuse to address on your conscious mind, it actually goes underneath, like pushing it under the rug, and it will actually come back and haunt you until you do the shadow work. And the masculine and feminine principle, how do they come together, like yin and yang. This is a very beautiful, great summary from a single prompt. Right?
I
So
have
yeah,
actually created a lot of presentations because I had to give some lectures to some of the students on
yeah,
subjects like economics and audit. Using a PowerPoint presentation, I don't remember what AI it was. In PowerPoint presentation, you get a slide later with AI, and you just enter your prompt and it
It must
creates
be
the slide and everything in it.
Gemini, I think.
Probably. Yeah, this is closer.
yeah, yeah, a little bit more lighting and everything.
Yeah, Earth
Yeah,
landscape is a bit different, but the moon and yeah.
correct, correct. So yeah, and you can iterate over that,
Yes,
and
yes.
yeah, but I'll show something crazier right now. So okay, so we are talking about NotebookLM, right?
Yeah.
Now in this, okay, so this is a Comet browser, and here there is an assistant, right? So tell me about any topic to research for. So I think earlier we were talking about, let's say some people are talking about ADHD, right? So maybe I can
Yeah.
just write that. Or any other topic, feel free to go ahead. Or I'll just go ahead with ADHD. So I'm just telling it to, and obviously there is also this dictation kind of button where you can also give voice dictations,
Yeah,
which I,
dictation. So you speak and it writes.
yeah. So I can just give it. Yeah, so give me sudden go and open 5 different tabs on the latest research on ADHD, as attention deficit and hyperactivity disorders, and how we can actually address that. And if we know someone, if I have ADHD, what kind of tools and supports I might enable for myself so that I can operate in the world not affected by it. Open all the 5 links in new tabs and create like a very detailed summary of it. So now, as you can see, there are certain words are not spelled correctly. So if you want, you can actually go ahead and correct that. But I just went ahead with it. So here, Perplexity Assistant, what happens is that this is like an agentic kind of tool. So it takes over your browser, and it, see now, as you can see, it went into nature and opened that. So now the magic is happening. So it's taking over your browser, it's doing all the rest, and I'm not doing anything. As you can see, my hands are free. So this is a very powerful mode that is there. So it is doing all the everything, and the kind of things that you can do with it is just crazy. So that day I just told it to go and do a very complex workflow, like go through all my emails, drop some responses, unsubscribe from the newsletters, etc., etc. And as you can see, this is like taking off your browser, taking screenshots, understanding what's there, and then just iterating over that. So extremely powerful, extremely crazy. It will go to all of that and then summarize all the information and then give you the gist of it. So that's that. What happened is I actually so this whole tab AI LLM transformers, I actually used assistant to for creating this. So I told it ki go and pull the top researcher ka. Okay, why not let's try it live actually, honestly. Tell me about some topic that we can study in NotebookLM.
It could be anything.
Start
Let
with
me
the
see.
current war that's going on.
No, that would be too content.
Some learning stuff. Yeah.
Let's not.
Yeah.
So
Try something with biohacking.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds interesting.
Yeah. So we are in NotebookLM, the AI research tool. I want to create a notebook on biohacking and creating and maybe basically the recent developments that has happened in things like, let's say, genetic editing, biohacking, making our mapping our genome and building solutions, building drugs and other biomarker based solutions, which is actually tailored to our own genetic structure, human emotions, genetic memory, family history, etc. So can you create a NotebookLM notebook and create some very beautiful video summaries? Obviously, like go to YouTube and search the videos on this topic and create some very detailed summaries, audio summaries, video summaries, blogs, slides, mind map, and other features that are available in the NotebookLM. Ask it some basic questions as well as detailed questions and create certain answers and the other things that I can study from there. Create some very detailed quiz, etc. Also, it's like a very generic prompt, and so I just gave it this prompt. Now it will take over my laptop and try to execute that, right? And let's see what happens if it is able to do it or not. It's creating my notebook. It went into so the steps that Akash was performing. Now this is performing all those steps.
it's
What
maybe
was-
Alice.
yeah. See, this is the next
He
level.
lost the job.
What?
You know?
I think I just said, yeah, you lost the job.
Yeah. So
But
what do you guys
yeah,
think? Is it AI gonna
Yeah,
take
now it's
over or
okay if
something?
your laptop doesn't work.
Yeah, and as you can see, my hands are.
No,
yeah, by
Akash's
making
laptop
this,
has some issues, right? So now we know how to work around.
How do? Yeah. See, and this is the power of the tools that we have today, right? This is
yeah,
just mind blowing, and that's the reason I've been sleep deprived for last couple of months.
Yeah, same.
And
I bought Perplexity's yearly annual subscription, and I've been using that. I've been
we're not
spam-
even going to a computer thing. Yeah, sorry.
No, I've been using that as well. I think complete. I got like 4,000 or something, 5,000 tokens or something.
Yeah,
Now I
yeah.
think I only have around 1,500 or something tokens left.
How much are you paying, or like?
No, I already paid for it a couple of months ago. So I
Achha.
bought an annual plan
Awesome,
actually.
awesome. That's amazing. Great. And see, this is the power, right? So anything, any step, any workflow that you can imagine. So for example, I'll give you some live things. So yesterday we had this event, no, Patshala, this actual event that we were talking about. So Aniket is asking what is token. Akash, you want to address that?
Token, it's
So it's a
how do I
currency of usage.
yeah, you can say that. So you get allocated certain tokens, and Claude Code has this plan, so that is why it's a bit expensive unless you're a developer. So they have like a $20 US $20 plan and $100 max plan. And based on that, every 5 hours you get allocated some tokens, and every week you get a particular token. And the catch is that every week it's gonna get renewed regardless. So you have to spend it accordingly.
Yeah. So
It's
so
basically like time, like it's like
like
that saying, like you get 84,000 seconds per day or something like that. Something similar you can think of.
and just to be a bit more philosophical here, right? What is the currency that we have? Money, right? But money is based upon a trust. For example, when demonetization happened, suddenly you understand money is not money, but it's actually may not be a promise. So money is based on trust in ourselves, in human systems. So trust is the underlying philosophy of money as a currency. When cryptocurrency came up, and like it's still there, right? So here there's a peer-to-peer blockchain-based architecture. In future, in a far future, when AIs are more evolved and you have a lot of productivity, a probable currency might be energy, right? At the end of the day, things are happening through energy, and there will be things like universal basic income and stuff like that. They are great, good stuff, but these things are getting commoditized. Costs are going down. Cost of building software is going down. So that's why all these communities and doing things in real world, meeting more people, and these things are more important. Meanwhile, can you guys see just what's happening here? It's just crazy. It's doing all the steps one by one automatically without any input from me. This is
If I
just
see
next
that
level.
So can we agree that money is just an illusion then at this point?
Money is just an illusion. 100%. 100%. Such a
time is the only currency that we have, right?
time, energy. Yeah.
To buy
So
farmland and
these kind
create a
of topics of
self-sustaining loop.
biohacking and longevity, right?
It's
So
communism,
so much
nice.
interest me, right?
It's actually working harder than me. Like I would have never given like a very detailed prompt like
Yeah, actually, with all sort of development that is happening in this software world, right? I seriously want some of the startups to focus on the tools like giving access to a person who has these artificial limbs, right?
There's
The
this
kind of
already
person who can once again just survive on its own, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if I lose my hand, right, I
Hmm.
always just think of that. Yeah, if I lose my hand, I don't need to worry about it. I just want to give someone or something. I just want to be an Iron Man that I can build my own hand again, right?
Hmm.
I just want that kind of capacity with me.
Yeah.
So by core, I am into mechanical engineer. So I have always dreamed of this, and I think that a few years from now, that the robotics and humanoid robots are going to be of that much capability that we can seriously connect these artificial limbs with our nervous system, and they will be very much operational.
I
Like the
think Elon Musk is doing that, right? He has created this some company called
Yeah.
Neuralink.
Neural. Yeah. Correct.
So they are basically gonna insert chips into your head, and it sounds like a plot of this Black Mirror episode. So I don't know.
Yeah, in fact, another thing I would like to share here is that may be a little bit scary for people because someone might hack into your system. But there was this in some team of MIT researchers, they're working on something. So let's say me and Akash, we have started we are co-founders and we have gone to an investor meeting. Now we have this headphone that we have, and what it does is it actually scans my brain frequency and it's connected to the headphone that Akash also has. Now, whenever I have some thought, Akash can understand that thought. So, आंखों आंखों पे बात जो होता है ना ऐसे
Chemistry.
I think it is not. Sir, I think
kind of chemistry.
You need to actually articulate your thought, but not speak it loudly. But you have to articulate that. Actually,
It's
it
called
tracks the
chemistry.
jaw movement little bit.
So this is a very general phenomenon, right? So the people we are very close with, right? So they found the spouses, and this happens with the close friends and spouse. कहते हैं ना मन की बात समझ जाते हैं kind of thing. So
Man
this
ki baat.
happens because our brain just find the neural networks, right? The neurons just find that network, and that is so addictive because we are habitually repeating it again and again. So that forms, right? So this can be the case that we will in future we will have a kind of device that can just be connected with our brain, and they can just measure the frequency, and you can just make sure that something is happening with you here, and you are just performing. You just remember those kind of gadgets that Chinese gadgets that to feel the touch, right? You are just having these kind of practical you can just feel the touch of a person, right? That is far away from you, right? The physical touch that in this COVID era 2019-2029, that physical touch, there are a certain amount of gadgets that can give you the glimpses that that person is there.
Yeah, like some people had created some, like, yeah, exactly, like things
Yeah,
like, let's say you have this
this
massage
was
gun.
some meme kind of thing, but gone too soon. But this is something. In this world of all the AI and everything, every person is just missing this real touch, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Real connections are missing.
And just to show you guys what's happening here, it is actually clicking the pages. It is creating screenshots, and then it is identifying what should be the next click. It is interacting with the page. It is doing this step by step, right?
I
Sometimes the
actually
page,
use it to refine my LinkedIn profile because
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
amazing.
It's just mind blowing, right? And there we had the other things, right? That it had actually opened all the tabs. It highlighted all the articles and actually build a very deep dive summary of it, right? And the crazy part is sometimes this nature article is like behind a paywall, probably, but then it actually understood and actually pulled it somehow. So yeah, like it's just mind blowing kind of quality material that you can have, and the kind of breadth. So like right now, if you can think of something, you can execute that. You can actually build that. This is just so. I'm like just mind blown by the quality of the kind of models that we have. And Perplexity, as I was saying, it has multiple models that are there. For example, you have access to some of the base models like Claude, Sonnet 4.6. Opus 4.6 is the highest tier Claude model. It's available in the max plan. And so when I had the Claude, this thing Pro, here I have access to the Opus 4.6, whereas in the Perplexity, you don't have access to that, but it's giving you access to GPT 5.4 thinking, which is the OpenAI's base model, and the Neuralink 3 Super 120 billion more parameter model. So how a parameter basically matters is that, so it's ultimately it's a very big computation machine. It's a neural network architecture. If you have a lot more parameters, this can actually understand very complex sequencing, complex understanding, complex patterns. So it now we are in the order of trillions. Like the next generation of model that are getting built are gonna be in the order of trillion parameters, and they're gonna be just already this is mind blowing enough. So just see what they will be, right? So yeah, just crazy stuff that is happening, and it has actually built a lot of things, and it's still building, still building. It is actually reviewing the generated answers and summaries. It is actually reading them. It does the answers make sense or not, and then iterating on that. I'll just stop this and show the kind of, or maybe let's go ahead a little bit. Yeah, give it some more time. So yeah, these are some of the things I want to show you guys, and then some example of scheduled tasks, right? So I had one more scheduled task in Claude. He go to my LinkedIn and create a blog, create a archive of all my LinkedIn articles. Like I used to have a lot of articles back in the day. So I'll just show the prompt and then show the yeah. Anyway, so it has actually finished that task that we had given. And actually, Claude code is not a best for this because it's showing like in a boring kind of a manner. But it has actually given me like 10 different under 2000 rupees options with the ratings and scores and different rating, number of reviews, rating, seller review, then final score based on different combining. So this is like giving weights to reviews, seller, value, and features, right? And as I showed earlier, if you use the chat or co-work feature, then it will create a much more beautiful summary. But obviously, it is giving me top 3 recommendations with the Amazon links, which you can just click and buy, right? Anyway, so as I was saying, here I have a like a my content kind of like a schedule task. So it is supposed to go through. So I have an archive of content. If I write some new content, it will go and fetch those contents, make a copy of that, so that if ever I lose access to my socials, it can actually work as a backup. So this is like, first there is certain set of instructions which is reading, then it is going to my public profile, LinkedIn profile, then it is checking in the last archive what was the up to what I had written, and then after that create the new posts including all the details, everything, and then running this, we got this kind of like a archive of all my writing and everything. And as we can see here, so it started from all the old writings. It actually drafted all the content, including, and the beautiful part is there's a certain Bengali and other language learning. It actually uh, copied them perfectly. I don't even know how to write Bengali in Word, but it actually figured it out. So yeah, that's the power of it, and it actually created a whole archive of the whole 52 page. So all my like 400 plus posts, it actually created a summary of that. It's just crazy. The kind of things that are happening right now is mind blowing. I'll just quickly. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Is it still running? What is
Yeah,
it doing right now?
I told it na ki even after you have created, you just do review and all of that. I can just
Okay.
at any time. Okay, so I
There
pause
is a
it.
very yeah,
And
there is a very interested insight, right? Whenever I was using Gemini or ChatGPT, right? So there are two kind of questions or prompting that we can divide it. One is very generic, right? So who is the president of America? Give a brief history. So I think that pattern is about repetition of articles, right? They go through all the kind of articles and it gives you a very generic answers, right? But the kind of these kind of topics, like biohacking and other kind of, I think the kind of capabilities AI increases the capabilities of its own thinking on itself and research a lot and give us the answers. So it somewhat depend on the kind of conversation that we are having with the AI, right? For so sorry to say, but for the dumbest amount of people, the AI is the dumber agent, right? And for the people who are really smart and thinking of the topics like launching a satellite, or I just want to launch, make a missile, right? So these are the kind of topics that we can think a lot, and uh, giving the capabilities that AI is having, they utilize the more GPUs and other things. I just have this kind of insight from the operations that I'm already taking care of. So this was a kind of very interesting thing, and I've seen by doing both the things hand on hand, giving a very generic answers and questions and prompts, and at the same time giving something like just define me the process of making a itr, and just make sure to smell it in a very unique sense. So
Yeah.
these are the kind of topics which AI thinks a lot, takes more number of energy, consumes a lot.
Yeah,
So
great research. Yeah.
yeah, the same time, whenever we are asking, we are putting, see, this is a kind of very powerful tools, right? These tools are very powerful. So just don't waste their capabilities and by asking the generic things, right? The kind of topics that you have, because at the same time, everything is getting recorded, right? I think that things are getting recorded, so it will categorize you. And if you get categorized in that category that this is a very generic person and generic answers,
Correct.
because in marketing what we I feel na, right, so the Facebook and the kind of algorithms that Google and Facebook have, so they have 79 metrics on which they have divided all the kind of audiences, right, who are going to buy the stuff, who are not going to buy the stuff, and who are really in a very serious buying category, right,
Hmm.
and who
Hmm.
are very generalized, right. So the only the kind of advertising, so everyone is divided, everyone sitting in this particular community or in the WhatsApp group or Instagram or anything, everyone's divided in this those buckets, right. So who is a serious buyer, so the amount of a seller spends should go with the serious ones, right. So there is a kind of percentage divide. So it is already dividing us on the basis of all the kind of information that are and that is being taken by us. So always make sure that whatever is the kind of prompting that you are doing, whatever the kind of conversation that you are doing with these kind of AI tools, they should be of a level of the kind of intellect that you seriously want to pursue, right?
Fair, fair. Yeah,
This
that's
is
a
for
fair
everyone,
point.
right?
It's like,
Otherwise, your AI tool is going to be the average and the dumb person.
yeah, yeah,
Honestly, it is the
yes.
kind of self-reflection. Yeah.
No, fair enough, Harsh. Yeah, that's a very important point. And but by the way, are you guys like happy with the presentation? I am too. I feel this is nice.
Mind blowing.
Mind blowing, no?
I think
Yep.
this kind of presentation is a result of the kind of research you have already done previously, right? It's
Hmm.
replicating that you want these kind of details, right? Otherwise, as a noob, a new person is making something and making the kind of changes that will make a very minimalistic kind of outputs, right?
Yeah, and the thing is, see, I just give it a very simple 20-second prompt with spelling mistakes and all. It actually
And
went ahead and
because it have your data already, right? What kind
yeah,
of person you are.
yeah, yeah. This
Yes.
is just quite crazy. And
Okay.
every day, and as you can see, right, like it was going on. It did not stop. I stopped it. So it actually asking what is biohacking, how to differ from traditional medicine. It is giving you the answer, referring to
It's
the
asking questions on your behalf.
yeah on my behalf, and it's keep is going on, going on, going on. So even if you don't have no idea about some topic, it will
Yes.
actually
Yes. AI is just making magnifying your capabilities of your own brain, right? Because back in 2024 and 25 when AI arrived, right, everyone just thought it's just a kind of playful game and activity kind of thing. But the kind of results are in front of us.
Yes.
just yeah.
No, the thing it's every 2 weeks new features are coming on. Like it's
Yes.
really great. Like it's really hard, even for like technical people. It's very hard to keep up with all
See,
the new
honestly,
updates coming.
whenever I am having a very dumbest question that how to increase the sales of my products, right? I
Yeah.
don't ask. I don't use GPT and all, right?
Yeah,
These
obviously.
are the kind of things, because these are the kind of things that we need to solve or ourselves, right?
Yeah.
For example, for a very basic example, right? The Google reviews are everything. The comments are everything. But as a seller, I know the best products I sell on Amazon, right, are going to have the worst reviews
Yeah.
because people don't know how to use those kind of products, right? Okay, if you are going to a restaurant and the ambience is not good or the food is not good, the food is awesome but the ambience is not good, you are going to have a negative rating. See, we as a human now, we always tend to give a negative rating too soon, but we don't rate positively, we don't review products, right? So this is trained in the models, right?
Yeah.
And our AI cannot do a very good judgment in this particular thing, right?
Yeah, because it's
Only
just
based on
trained on
the
multiple
data.
data. That's all. The data we provided.
Yeah, the kind of data that we provide. See, the kind of best products that I'm going to have are most probably not going to have those kind of great reviews. They can just personally text us and say that the product was great and everything. But when it's on the popular profile, let's give us a review. They just give a 3.5 rating or something else, right? Not a 5 star. 5 star will be or something because they need something very great, right? And that's not the case. See,
True.
honestly, every kind of singer, every individual who has bought the kind of best laptops and best mobile phones, have you ever rate on Amazon?
Once or
No,
twice, maybe.
no.
Only when
Not
something
twice.
goes off. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. But the advertising that the algorithm knows that you like that particular product. That's why they are just repeatedly giving you the feedbacks and all. These are the kind of things that just to engage the human brains, right, and nothing else.
That's
Yeah,
really
like
amazing.
Yeah.
crazy. And
Because
here
I'm
also,
into marketing, so I get these kind of insights from the kind of observation
To
from the
build
life
this knowledge,
cycle solutions, right?
yeah. So and the this AI LLM transformer also I built in a similar manner using the assistant. And let's see, I have not even watched it yet. Let's see how it is. This is like an architecture of context. Oh my god.
in the 1960s, the dream of communicating with a machine required interacting with massive, room-sized mainframes that occupied entire floors. In 1966, researchers at MIT created Eliza, one of the world's first chatbots. It appeared to hold a conversation, but it wasn't actually comprehending language. It was just using basic rules to match keywords to pre-written templates. For the next 50 years, true language comprehension remained out of reach. Computers could mimic the rhythm of human speech, but they remained trapped in a state. The mathematical signal from the beginning of the text data required to simulate human intelligence. In 2017, a team of Google researchers published a paper that proposed a block of text all at once. This was made possible by self-attention. The model breaks language down into pieces called tokens and draws a direct connection between every token. By calculating these mathematical relationships simultaneously, the machine identifies which words provide the most important context. By removing the barrier of sequential time, the transformer allowed computers to map the actual architecture of human meaning. Processing text in parallel allowed researchers. It adjusts its internal parameters and tries again, repeating the process billions of
actually
times.
training
Pre-trained
algorithm
model
behind
is
it.
often chaotic. The model is taught how to behave in a conversation. By using human feedback to reward helpful and safe responses, generate images, listen to audio, and synthesize state.
So yeah, like pretty crazy and amazing things that are there. So just
Sometimes I think that it's the kind of reflection of our own brains, reflection of the kind of personality that we all already are.
So
so
what do
Harsh,
you guys think? Is AI gonna replace us? Or what do you
No,
guys
no,
think now?
like, no.
so
Good, good
Humanoid
answer.
AI robots are the example, right?
Yep.
So because see, no matter what, right? You cannot make this finger with the help of the all the kind of raw material, all the kind of energies that you are going to have, right?
Why
This is
not?
the kind of creation. You cannot make this hand.
Why not?
The kind of because the kind of data this is a result of evolution of thousands years, right? This is a result
Okay,
of
but
evolution,
evolution
right?
is very inefficient.
Uh, so this is a kind of evolution, right? But at the same time, if we are just going to make a software and train it, right, on the basis of the kind of all the kind of tools that are we are going to have, right? We are going to train it on the basis of all the kind of evolutionary data that we are going to have, right? And at the same time, um, we make sure that it does not hallucinate as well, and the kind of external information that is not of that use to eliminate that kind of information is also necessary at the same time, right? As
Yep.
a human, we are evolved by avoiding a lot of mistakes, right? We have done so many failures, right?
Yep.
So this is a kind of my own theory, right? It is not backed by any kind of data or something, but replacing us as a human is a kind of very impossible kind of thing right now. But आने वाले टाइम में हो सकता है.
No,
Oh,
obviously,
right.
obviously.
Yeah, right now there is like, okay, right now we don't really have embodied AI, which is like working well
See,
other than
yeah,
dancing.
yeah, but
but
there is self-driving cars, so we are going there.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. Like in near future, anything is possible. Like within 10 years, like a lot of things are going to change very quickly, which I don't think is going to be very good. Like not at all good. won't be good. Yeah,
See,
I don't know what to do, but it won't be good.
so, what to do? Like join sessions like this
No.
and learn AI.
No. Like you learn AI. Right now, whatever happened,
Yeah.
did you feel yourself as a passive spectator of one AI doing your task? Like you wanted to learn something and you prompted another AI to do the whole thing. It looked really cool and it's impressive and it's really impressive.
Yeah.
But I never go back to NotebookLM to learn it. I know there's a quiz feature. If I want to learn something, I'll do that. And I have reached one at certain point that I don't want to learn it, because let's say I want to code something up. For that, I needed to learn something. So what I'll do is I'll ask Claude, ask Codex, whatever tool it is, to learn that and then code it. Why I am in the middle? I am the bottleneck here. I feel like I am the bottleneck here. When I feel I am the bottleneck here, then that's a problem.
So
I am running a company from last 4 years, right? I sometimes feels, because I am having a lot of Gen Z employees, right? And with all sort of creative freedom they are having. So I feel that I, as a founder, am a bottleneck for my company, right? So this is a kind of very funny thing with us, but at the same time, we are also the driving force, right?
I understand. I understand that, but it's not a great feeling that I have. Okay, can I share something?
Yes. Please
I have shared a link, but I'll share anyway. My screen anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, can you see my screen? This one, right? Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
It's called Summer's Law, and it is entirely managed by an AI agent, built by me, entirely.
So you have built
Is this a document or what is it?
Awesome.
What?
Is it like some application? Is it what is it exactly?
It's Claude Code backend, then my custom harness. So it is sort of weird mixture of everything. But don't worry about that. It creates its own posts. I don't know most of the things. I actually, when I was like just in the meeting, I was going through it. It wrote like it has all the freedom to do anything at all. Like it can do anything. So it read few papers, then wrote a blog about that paper and with some insights. Then it corrected that, and look at this. I did not tell it. I was not in the loop. I was not in the loop at all. It happened in the background when this meeting was happening. I did not do anything. And it read things, it created some sort of hypothesis, wrote a blog about it. Then it went there. In the next cycle, it sort of figured out that, okay, let me read it again and figure out there was something wrong that it did. I'm not saying this is AGI. I'm not saying anything. Like I'm saying that this is possible, which is weird, and there's there are a lot of things that we should be worried about.
Ritam, I think this is quite interesting. Why don't you spend some time talking about, or if you want to share, that is also great. How did you build this? What kind of tools did you use? What is the workflow? Why are you hosting it?
Yeah. So when I was here, I did just this. I took a screenshot of all the, like, not like right now who are there. And I said, okay, like research about all of them and like give me a profile about everything.
Is it like a Telegram bot?
I connected it to Telegram, but I'm thinking of building a standalone application for it. But right now I interact with Telegram. Mostly all of my evening meals are ordered by this summer.
These are the kind of interesting things that we order.
It's kind of scary as well, because it's like
It is not interesting, it's scary.
Like people have like it's
that
very.
is what my introduction was, that I am in the thick of all of this, and I am a lot worried. I think, have you heard about Tristan Harris, the guy who directed, I think, the social,
Network.
I think, not social network. There was a documentary in Netflix how like social media sort of profiles
Social
us.
dilemma.
The, I, I, I,
Social
I think so.
dilemma, I
I think
think.
so. Yeah, that guy is like, just go through the podcast he is doing these days. You will feel scared, and I feel him, but I think, yeah, I don't know what to do because I'm in
Well,
India, and India is nowhere near in the frontier of all of this. There is Sarvam. That's it. I
Yeah.
don't
So
know.
a couple of
a
follow-up
blessing as
questions.
well.
You guys have used this Servo AI and the kind of the initiatives that India is already having. I
I
do
Yeah,
know.
haven't used.
I haven't used Sarvam AI. I installed the application. I know one backend dev who works at Sarvam. I haven't met the research team actually, but actually, like for the team they have and for the time they have been working on and for the resource they have, they're doing amazing. Like, yeah, considering everything, they're doing amazing
Okay.
because India doesn't have a lot of like compute resource, so it's very difficult to do stuff.
Because you said you're in Bangalore, right?
I'm in Bangalore.
Oh yeah, you're in the right place.
I moved here because I don't really have a base station, so I said why not Bangalore.
Where are you working now?
I am working in a company called Conscious Engines, who are striving to be AI labs. Right now, we just started actually, very early stage. We're building a team.
So you're also
Yes.
working in AI. Awesome.
I am working in AI.
Rhythm,
I
why
don't
In
don't
want
you
Bangalore,
to.
tell
there is
us?
also a company called AEOS Labs, right? This
Yes,
Varun Mahal.
yes, yeah, I think Varun Maya's lab. Yeah, they are doing
Yeah.
a bunch of
Oh,
cool
they are
stuff.
doing crazy stuff. Yeah.
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 Big fan of.
So Varun and I am kind of very related because there was a startup in Meta. Um, there was a startup called Avalon Meta back in
Yeah, yeah,
2019-20, and I was
correct.
the part of that club, right?
Okay,
So
okay.
we are very closely connected.
Oh yes,
So,
I
Yeah.
connect to you to connect to
But
Varun.
then he sold that particular startup and just jumped into Bangalore and
Okay.
created his own AI video generation agency and all. And he become
yeah, big fan. He wrote this book, Pajama Prophet, back in the day.
yeah,
And
Pajama Prophets is
I've
a
been
kind of
following his
uh,
journey for quite some
yeah,
time. A great guy.
yeah. Pajama
Uh,
Prophets is great book for freelancers, right?
Absolutely.
Let
Rhythm,
me
why
check
don't
that
you
out.
spend some time on like about your stack? Like, what are the tools that you're using? AI tools.
Okay, actually, to be honest, this is like this bot that I created was 5 files of Python code wrote by
Claude.
Claude code, and it sits on my Raspberry Pi, which is in the office. I just have Tailscale setup, so I can just connect. Like, I don't really need Tailscale setup because I am connecting with it with Telegram. But
Can you
it's a
spend,
So I
spend
just
some
had
time
one.
on like what is the
So,
exact last bit? Yeah, sorry, Akash. Yeah.
yeah, Kasgo.
so are you using that remote control feature as well of Claude Code
Not
or?
really, not really. I think after that Claude came with dispatch and everything. So the
Yeah, yeah.
problem I faced was I was playing around with OpenClaw, and OpenClaw was so expensive in a sense that you have to have an API key to run OpenClaw. And in like 2-3 hours, I spent like $30, $30 to $40. Then I said, okay, OpenClaw, I can't use that. It's very expensive. So Claude Code has max plan. So I'll say like somehow try to hack it to get things. So what I did was, so Claude somehow embeds some part of the system prompt in the binary itself, so you can't really just replace them, but you can just find and replace them and patch the binary. So that I did, and then what it is essentially is Claude code hijacked by a Python process, so that I can feed information through Claude code through a Telegram like chat interface, a Telegram bot. And then the funny thing that I did is I fully hijacked Claude system prompt. So now I have my own memory system, which is shit, but it works. But right now, what I give was like complete freedom to do anything, in a sense that the bot doesn't need to respond to me. The bot has control over anything that it wants. Bot can just do stuff like have stuff of its own that it can work on.
Awesome. So like the auto research kind of thing.
So auto research is actually very great because auto research have sort of a boundary that gives you a framework of doing things. I am planning to build something of the similar. So it is like confined boundary that you should do this, and then you set up a flywheel. But here it is just do whatever you want. Then I did not ask it to do it, but it created like every morning 9:30 a.m. It scours through archive and find papers. I never instructed it to do it, but it does it. It figures out my website. From that, it figures out my research and figures out, okay, these are the things that Ritam is interested in. If I like, I'll share things.
So Ritam will take the next session in detail, but today let's just trailer of that.
Okay, so look at this.
Do you have a chip in your brain that's connected to this?
I message Samar to Telegram. I work with Ritam, who keeps telling me to branch out from statistical mechanics. So that is the description.
Question, Rhythm. Have you thought about this, that if you are having a certain level of credibility, that there's admin pages, right? So have you created some kind of algorithm or something that gives you the
mangas
morality kind of thing?
Can you repeat? Sorry, I didn't get your point.
So I was just talking about this. If AI is posting automatically and doing all the kind of researches, so have we created some kind of prompting or thing to keep that in control so that it doesn't go to the unethical thing, right? Or immoral thing?
No control. But it hasn't done anything immoral because Claude is pretty good at not doing immoral stuff. But Claude is pretty good at like blocking like anything sexual, anything harmful, anything biohazard stuff or nuclear weapon, all of these things. Claude is pretty good at that. But I haven't put any guardrail because I just wanted to see what is happening right now, which is not at all the way to go. But yeah, I'm just experimenting with stuff. But at some point, I'll put sort of guardrail about around this.
This is pretty cool here. Can you talk more about that? How do you create these mangas?
Okay, okay, I have a story for manga. The story for manga is so we like, okay, I was like creating this bot for like 3 weeks back. I have a proof of concept of this. Then there was like a demo session in our office about OpenClaw and stuff. Then in the morning, I built this like a version 1 of it, which is sort of working
you,
and stuff.
You took the session, yeah?
I did not took the session. I demoed Summer.
Awesome.
So in that session, so people are trying to demo different things in OpenClaw. One of my colleagues was trying to create a manga using OpenClaw and try to use Nano Banana and all of this. So I said, okay, let me race you to it. Let's see if Summer can do manga. So I had a FAL account, so I just put these things and said that, okay, create a manga for me. And since I was chatting throughout the day, it created accurate, like, and also I took my photo and said that, okay, this is me. So it created like accurate. This is not OpenClaw. This is like custom, like Claude code around my harness. So it just.
This is amazing. Can you maybe talk about workflow again? So you are giving Telegram bot prompts then?
Okay, so what happens is this. I open Telegram. There is a bot called Summer. I send it a message or send her a message, whatever it is. Then it goes to it is parsed by the Python harness. Then it is injected in the Claude code PTY.
Let's go a bit slowly. Like that Python harness is where in the Raspberry Pi?
In the Raspberry Pi. In the Raspberry Pi.
How much does a Raspberry Pi cost in Bangalore?
I think I did not buy it in Bangalore. It was around 5,000 rupees for
5,000.
I think you can buy it for cheaper, but I had like a good enough model, which is I think 4B, 4 gigabyte of RAM. I don't think we need it.
So Raspberry Pi is like a CPU kind of thing?
It's a single board computer.
You
have a single board, and then USB Type-C charging and internet connection. That's it.
And
you
and
can
power
have,
has to be kept on always.
yeah, power has to be kept on always. So you
Sure.
can put it on a power bank connected to charger. Maybe that will be the best way
And
of doing it. If you don't have a like a
So have you connected any cooling system to it as well, or
nothing. I had a cooling system, but that is like I haven't connected it. I have a fan. I haven't connected the fan. It's just there in the box, so
That's
it
awesome.
doesn't really heat up that much.
So just to understand this a bit further, so you
Yeah.
have got a Raspberry, you have connected to the power. How is
Yeah.
it connecting to the internet?
So in my office there is Wi-Fi, always Wi-Fi.
You can connect
so
to
you have
Wi-Fi.
Connected to the
connected to
Wi-Fi, yeah, directly to
Ethernet,
the Wi-Fi.
to
Perfect.
Ethernet
So
cable,
that
or
was 24/7 going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
so have you
And
connected
then
through Ethernet cable, or have you
no,
connected it
just
to?
Wi-Fi, just Wi-Fi. It's a
Okay.
very hacky system. It
Okay.
amazing that it works. It's a very hacky system.
So it's like a Mac Mini, but
Yeah, Mac Mini. I don't have money, so no Mac
yeah,
Mini.
sorry, yeah. You go Mac
That's
Mini.
very bad. I don't have money. That's why no open cloud, because open cloud is pretty expensive, man. It's
Yeah, but
extremely expensive.
I think we should create some Claude code application that will make money for us, or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's my next point. Yeah, I just want to create something that can our board can
Oh,
trade
But
on
yeah.
my.
but
Yeah.
I want to finish the loop there. So okay,
Okay.
so Raspberry Pi में गया, वहाँ पे you have connected a Raspberry Pi to your laptop and code is given it some.
Nothing. So Cloud Code is installed on Raspberry Pi. So the harness, so when I turn on the bot, let's say, it will Python code will just create a session Claude dash dash dangerously
Yeah.
ignore everything dash dash MCP server, whatever it is. It will create that session.
Yeah.
Its session is already there, persistent. It is always on. Now message goes from my Telegram bot, that Python parser receives it, and that injects as rhythm's message in the Claude Code PTY. Once it's there, since there is a system prompt that okay, message will be injected here and all of that. If you want to send message to rhythm, then use this Telegram MCP tool, whatever it is. So now my message goes, if it's an instruction, if it's just hi, hello, maybe it will just ignore it. That okay, it's hi, what will do with hi? Maybe hey, or just ignore. Or let's say I'll say like, okay, just took a photo and said the research about this. It will just go. Since it is Claude Code, it will just go. It has all the tools in a sense that it can do internet search. It can write code. It can run code. It can test code. It can do whatever it wants to do. It can install Playwright, go to website and take screenshot and send me those things. It does all of these things and then created a file and then said that, oh, hey, I have found all of these things. There are two Saurabh Nandi, one from ISI, one from IIT Kanpur. Which one do you want? And there is one of them doesn't have. Yeah.
Have you
I
find
did
me?
not. It
Yeah,
did
I'm not
find
from my
it.
real name. That's why.
Yeah, I'm
it
so
didn't
happy
find
to
it.
see
Hastaka,
you
it said
excited and smiling.
something different.
What did it say about me?
It actually find Akash multiple candidates could not pin down one at core card, one at Swift AMS. Which one are you?
None.
Any one of them? None. Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, just want to say, Rhythm, I'm very excited to see your excitement. Like,
Yeah,
even see
exactly.
your smile. And,
See, that
Okay.
one chat just exploded him like, no, we are going to be replaced.
yeah.
It's bad, man. I feel for everyone. I feel for everyone who is not paying attention. I feel like everyone should just say that stop. Let's think about this. Let's just think about this and then go ahead. Just take a step back and think about what you're building.
Yeah.
It's amazing because I know how to use it. There is, I think, 0.0001% of the people in the earth use these tools. And what are they going to do?
Yeah, so
I
that's
don't know.
where the power inequality will come on, no? So the
Yeah.
people will have.
And do you think Elon Musk is Sam Altman is a nice person that, okay, he just want to do good things for the humanity?
See, if you are worried about that, then I'll say you should go like learn all this and then go into the AI researcher level and join the companies and then try to change the direction of the company.
You can't do anything.
You
Man.
have a great
I
person.
will deploy you as a sleeper cell in their
For example,
organizations.
For example, Andre Karpathy, he's not active in any organization. He's
Yeah,
independently researching.
he's just creating stuff. He's creating like his Eureka Labs is just okay to learn AI. okay, I need to stop this shit, not learn.
I'll share a
We are
different view on this.
at this point of time, we can't.
The thing is
that's
that
already the Bible as
This is automated. We can just.
I think exactly the game plan for Anthropic and OpenAI is that, okay, if we don't build it, China will, and we are the lesser evil. And they are not. I think China is the lesser evil.
okay, I'll bring it back again. I want to close the loop there.
I think
so,
we
so
should.
here Raspberry Pi, you can buy it on Amazon.
Yeah, you can buy it on Amazon. It is
Perfect. And then
Amazon or Robu.
when you have the Raspberry Pi, how are you seeing the outputs? Like, do you have some monitor?
You do SSH into it, or you can connect your monitor. But what you can do is there is software to flash, like install the OS, Raspberry Pi OS, or whatever OS you want, Linux OS, to Raspberry Pi. So in that, you can just say, okay, this is my SSH key, this is all of these things. So you'll get a terminal access to it using your computer.
Remote access kind of.
Remote access sort of thing.
Perfect.
So if you want to use the GUI or connect your monitor, that also you can. But yeah, you don't really need to. If you are more or less comfortable with terminal, then that's fine. Yeah.
So just to go back, like Telegram bots, and you use like bot further or something like that to create that bot.
Yeah, create the Telegram bot, and then
Claude Code,
the message goes
into Raspberry.
Claude Code is running in a Raspberry Pi thread. Then message goes in. Python says put it in Claude Code. Claude Code gets that, process the information, do whatever it wants. Then, if it decides to send a message, it just calls an Telegram MCP tool with message that comes to me. Then I receive it. It can react to message, whatever. So to fun. So what I did was.
So is Raspberry Pi, is it acting like some kind of server or something, or what is it?
Like it's not really a server. It's a persistent, always on machine where there is a persistent Claude Code session where I can just inject tools, like more or less like Claude Code dispatch feature.
Okay.
Essentially, Claude Code dispatch.
Yeah.
But why don't you create an application instead of that? Like, can you not create?
I want to make it like sort of a personal honorary human.
I mean, it's an interesting project, honestly. Like, you can create some agentic AI and you can connect it to multiple things, and you just have to run it anyways. So,
tell us about the recurring cost, like your Claude Pro subscription. That is one cost.
Yeah, that is the one cost, and I see more or less. I use Claude so that I can justify the $100 bill. And within $100 bill, I can use this and my usage. So for now, $100 is my sort of sweet spot. Okay. So for this bot, I gave it a custom sleep schedule. So it can sleep whenever it wants, and it can dream. It can do all sort of stuff.
Yeah, ज़्यादा हो गया. इतना ज़्यादा नहीं करना था.
Dream is sort of like consolidating memory. Then there is a weird system from that goes on to another agent that says that, okay, you don't have to be precise about it, be creative, connect dots, do random stuff. Then since dreams are sort of fuzzy, within the transcript of dream that comes up, random snippets are randomly sampled from the dream and put in the memory. So that it's sort of like a fuzzy dream, which is
Void का भी ऐप वो बना दो, फिर ड्रीम आएगा बैठ के बोलेगा कि बचपन के टाइम में मम्मी के साथ वो था.
It's going to be weird, but I'm going to do a lot of experiment with it. I had planned this weekend, but this weekend was like it was a busy weekend, so I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, it's funny.
No, you can create an application, and instead of like running it on your laptop, you can just buy an EC2 instance from AWS or something.
No. I want the local version of it because it's a Raspberry Pi. I'm not using it, and it's always on, so it's okay.
The beauty of
EC2 instance will cost money.
Beauty of local is that in a cloud you have to keep paying.
Yeah.
But local once setup cost done.
Yeah.
And
so I have an EC2 instance which is running some application, but I don't want to overburden it. But like Raspberry Pi works well. It is powerful enough because like at least like 4 core and 4 gigabyte of RAM. And if you want to get that amount of compute from EC2 instance, it's pretty expensive, like at least $20-$30 maybe, which is not.
Vidam, what other tools have you been using? And any opinion on what are the base tools right now?
Oh, I for coding, I used to use anti-gravity because it was free. Then it became very restrictive. Then I stopped using it. Then right now, Claude Code, I have planned to shift to Codex because I have heard good things about it.
Even I've become a fan of Codex.
People say like Claude Code has personality, a lot of personality, that I believe so, but Codex gets things done. It doesn't have that much personality, but it gets things done. So I might use
How much
that.
is the cost for Codex?
Same, $20.
No, 20, but I think 20 won't cut it. That is the point.
200 one you can,
then 200. One jumps to 200. There is supposed to be a $50 plan that should come, and I don't know why it didn't come.
See, honestly, like for a heavy user like you, 20 won't cut it. But if you want to build something lightweight,
I think $20 is good enough for most of it. That's for sure.
But the ChatGPT Codex usage limit is much more relaxed than the Claude.
Yes. Which is one of the reason why I am thinking of putting this on a free plan of Codex, so that I'll see what happens.
And that's a beauty, right? Even Codex has a free plan. Like even if you're paying, you can try it out. That's beauty of it.
That is what I was trying with.
Even Cursor and all have, but they're not that.
Oh, Cursor, I used to have Cursor subscription back in the day of 2025. Then they changed their model. Then that's it.
Yeah, I think those 3-4 are the top. Copilot, Cursor, Codex, Claude Code.
No, I'm still using Cursor. So for my stack, I'm personally using Cursor and Claude Code as well. So both are like $20. Instead of paying like $100, I'm just paying like $40 a month. And that is happening. And plus my job is mostly operations, right? So I'm just creating like pipelines and all that stuff. I'm still learning a lot of stuff, honestly. Like there are so many things coming up. Like there's page index. There is now page index is also not that great. So there's something new coming up. There are a lot of stuff going on. So I don't know. For that, I'm still relying on the manual coding part, like creating bash scripts and all that. But it's
by the way,
kind of
Akash, how much does the Google subscription cost?
I think it's the same. Canadian dollar. If I have to convert it into Canadian dollars, it's somewhere around 32 something.
$32 per month.
$32 per month, yeah.
And that has like Gemini Pro as well as all the enterprise features.
Yeah, Gemini, NotebookLM, and then I got 2 TB cloud storage as well for my Google account.
Yeah, standard. Yeah. And also, for example, right now you are recording the call, right? So those things are also because you have a pro plan, right?
Yeah. Fair. So I can add around 100 participants in a Google Meet session.
And what is the length of most amount of how long can you record, or is it like no limit?
I don't think there's any limit to that.
Google is pretty generous.
Yeah, Google is pretty generous.
A lot of money.
Yeah, they only started the revolution, no?
So it's getting recorded, and I think it takes around 2-3 hours to store it in my Google Drive. Yeah,
for sure. And the beauty is that once you upload it on YouTube, you can actually use across all the Gemini and all the ecosystem.
Yeah, you can just
across. Yeah. So and Rhythm, other than that, like any other models that you'd recommend?
Also check out Google Labs. They've post a bunch of things there. Like all sorts of Google experiment that might not go into production, but they do a bunch of experiments there.
Google Labs is pretty video and universe.
Yeah.
But some of them, like Opal and all, are asking you like for drive permissions and all that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I think recently they have reduced a lot of like token limit for Claude Code. I think because for the past 3-4 days, I've been experiencing this, that I'm running out of tokens quite.
Correct.
Okay, quickly. Yeah.
And
so they were running this 2x usage kind of thing. I think they stopped it recently.
No, not even that. Like I was using it. I was using Cowork and all a lot, but lately, like I put in like 5, 6 prompts, and 25% of my 5 hour window is done
Oh,
in
Yeah,
like
yeah,
20
exactly,
minutes.
exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. Now you'll, yeah, yeah,
funny.
So
awesome,
yeah. So,
great guys.
anyways,
Any other
what did
thoughts from you?
yeah? What did you guys think of the session so far?
So it started like
So the
really
last part was
enthusiastically,
amazing.
and yeah, I'm now scared about it actually.
Yes, everyone should
Actually,
be.
I could convince Chinmay.
Saurav, you can directly fly to Bangalore. You and Rhythm can just build something.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
support from here.
So you, Saurabh, you're in Mumbai.
Yeah, I am in Mumbai, and honestly, like a lot of people are in Bangalore. And please do visit in Mumbai sometime. Rhythm. Who's
Mumbai.
who back in the like 2014, 2015, back in the days, we used to have very long conversations on
Yeah.
physics and stuff and Feynman and like quantum mechanics. So I really am feeling nostalgic seeing you today. So let's
Yeah.
connect afterwards also.
Oh,
But good to see you.
where do you live in Bombay? Where
So
are you in
I
Bombay?
live in near Kalina BKC border.
Okay, I don't
So
know. I only know Powai because I do Bombay. That's it.
yeah, yeah, IIT Bombay. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people.
How far is it from there?
I am to moving to farms, right?
Okay.
I'm just going to do the farming stuff and all.
So I
Yes,
have
exactly what I'm saying. I am saving money to buy farmland, build a solar system, create a self-sustaining loop, and stay there.
Yes, this self-sustaining loop is very necessary just to make sure that to survive any kind of calamities, right?
Yeah, that is what I need. Everyone
Because
is
we are
building
so
big
much
bunkers now.
dependent on the external factors. Yeah, India is just like mad about petrol and this gas crisis and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
All the billionaires are building bunkers. All the billionaires are
no,
building
we
bunkers.
just need a self-sustained farm and nothing. A piece of land is self-sustained.
No, I
Everything.
don't mind getting perished. I don't want to build bunker and want to live in a dystopian world.
Bunkers. I'm saying that they
That's right.
don't care, and they are
Yeah,
the first people who are doing this. They don't
I mean,
care.
like if you want to take me out, just take me out with everyone else. I don't want to live alone in a dystopian world.
If you like the few hundred billionaires living in a bunker, that is going to be a pretty shitty life, and you want like that's a pretty shitty life. Like you don't
I
want to have
don't
that.
even like this system of bunker,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You won't be able to live
It's
it.
so
Like
much space
you
there.
will be just alive. That's it.
Yeah,
That you didn't die.
just
I mean,
So,
anyways,
see, because
I
we
think
are living in cities, right? For so long, right? We just don't give enough access to ourselves that यार हम कभी बाहर क्यों नहीं जाते हैं कभी छोटे शहरों में जाके रहो या फिर उन जगहों पे जाके रहो remotely some kind of village or farmland right
मैं
पहाड़ों के पास
मेरे गांव में घर है. So I quit my first job. Then I went back home. I created like an office and everything. Then I had to come back to Pune because I had to defend my thesis and everything. फिर आके एक job करने लग गया. So that's why I am Bangalore. Like, otherwise I would been in like a remote village with like jungles in my
So
home.
yeah, this is the kind of thing that is going to happen with a few of us, right? So the one who realize the power of AI, they will make sure that the AI is generating a kind of money that is enough for the survivor, and they will move,
Yes.
enjoy
exactly.
their life. Right? So my exit plan is this.
I
Awesome.
mean, it will be interesting to see what happens in the future. Like the more AI evolves,
Future
I
is
want to see.
here.
Yeah.
So the kind of SOPs that we have established, right? So now also I'm having the least amount of work, but we need to plan and that
Yep.
how the things are going to be, right? Because we are just for the fire. As a founders, we are just the firefighters for the company, right? The firefighters who are just creating, just cleaning up the messes that the employees make. Okay, so we are just the firefighters and nothing else, and everything is managed by them only. So मतलब सबसे ज्यादा खाली मैं ही रहता हूँ अपने टाइम में तो आई जस्ट हैव दिस विजन एंड दैट ड्रीम दैट आई विल मूव someday outside of my office and live a very remote life.
But I think also we should build that game. This game seemed pretty cool.
Yeah,
we
let
can.
me know if you are interested. I'll need to,
Yes.
break it up in different stages. I
Yes.
don't know how you remember that Mario game we used to
Yeah,
play.
yeah, yeah,
Did
yeah.
it ding ting?
Yeah, yeah,
So
Super Mario.
stages like that, yeah. So
No, I think we can make that using Claude code and all.
yeah.
And I mean, we can do one thing like I don't know how many of you guys have Claude code, but we can divide it into parts. Like one person will work on one section, other person will work on other section, and
I am
then
only good for giving you the story and
Yes.
insights.
That is the important part.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
the main thing. That's the tadka.
yeah, so I'll be like the farmer. I and also like by farming, after farming, I'll give you the ingredients. You'll have to cook it, and we'll have to find the consumers who will eat it.
No, it's pretty interesting. Like I handle the deployment part, so deployment I can take care of once the game is done, and we can share it in our like BAM group.
Yeah.
Like, hey
Uh,
guys, check out the game and all.
Also,
we,
is the
we,
AI meeting thing is a recurring thing?
I mean, we are
It's going
trying
to
to.
be?
so
Okay.
I
We are
think
trying to.
you should take the next session. I
Yes,
strongly
I
encourage
can.
you for that.
I can. I have no
Yeah, yeah.
problem. I don't know
So
what I'll speak about, but I can.
yeah, maybe like some fun thing, less
I'll
technical.
create something fun. I'll
Yeah,
try
yeah.
to. This
Like
will happen
manga and all
on
this.
mostly. Oh yeah, the manga was. Yeah, manga was interesting.
Oh my god.
You
Anything
are in the
else?
BAM group, right?
No, wait.
Yeah.
I'll show you. I'll show you something. So
And
this.
also please do share the please go ahead. Yeah. And please do share the links, relevant materials, YouTube videos. Please do
Yes,
share.
I'll do.
Hmm.
I'll do. Go to presentation. So
And where are you hosting this, by the way?
this is just GitHub pages, free hosting by GitHub.
Sure.
You
So
should try
this
also.
was actually the presentation that I did during demo session.
Sure.
So
It's quite clean, yeah.
yes.
Good
Yeah,
clean
okay.
UI, yeah.
This was created by someone.
Hmm.
So everything that you see
Mobile.com
here
is
is
yours.
created by someone.
Hmm.
So this is what, like this is about her.
अरे sometimes it takes first. क्या बात है?
Honestly, when I first heard the word Raspberry Pi, and I was like, it's in your office, and I wondered why he's keeping the Raspberry Pi in his office and who eats it. That is my knowledge.
Yeah, the Raspberry Pi is a computer. Yeah, that
And
is
then
true.
later on, I figured it out. It's something about computer.
Okay, yes.
So I waited like a very long to understand and figure it out.
No,
What
you
are
could
they
have just
talking
asked.
about exactly?
This is more fun.
No, you could have just asked, honestly.
Yeah, actually, I think like everyone should just ask because
No,
we know
see, I didn't ask.
Everyone is dumb enough. Yeah.
No, I didn't ask because the topic that you were talking about, it was so interesting, and I didn't want to interrupt with the
Okay.
laughter.
Look at the dreams, whatever it is. And
Like, honestly, like, thank you so much, guys. Like, we have been in this for 3 hours, and it's just so exciting.
Yeah. I
you
mean, I
have
can
your
show
opinion.
my game thing as well. Like, I think first 3 days I was here, but now I'm over here. Like this.
Okay. Spider map is
This is
increasing.
my growth so far. Yeah. So this is all the things that what I have achieved.
Super cool, yeah.
So what I do is I just go on Claude Cowork. I hope it doesn't crash. Okay. It crashed. Okay. Okay, never mind. I don't want it to.
But no, this was fun. Honestly, yes, a lot
So
of fun.
what I do every day, I
Wow.
go on Cowork. I write like day 29. I will go today as well. I will write day 29. So this was my day. I hosted a session for 3 hours or something, and then I did this throughout the day and all, and it will write this in my memoir. It will write it in a novel and a third-person perspective, and it will give it a title like chapter 29, and it will update the Word document. And it will also update my quest window and as well as my growth dashboard and all as well. So every single day I'm doing that. It's pretty amazing.
Also, are you guys all on Twitter? I think like a lot of AI stuff is happening there,
Yeah,
mostly in a bubble.
That's right. Hey, that's actually a good question. Who are the people who should follow? Everyone should share.
Oh man, I don't know. There are so many
Me,
people.
follow me.
Karpathy is a good
And
guy to follow, but
Saraswati, for sure.
yeah, but you'll anyway see the, like, if you interacted enough with those AI posts,
Yeah.
then you'll just see everything, like
But
everything that
I
is
want a
happening.
recommendation on long form podcast. Like I am following Dario, like Claude CEO, Andrew NG,
I think Dwarkas
Peter
has
Steinberg.
good. Like Dwarkas talks with good people.
Turkish, yeah,
Dwarkas.
a lot of people. Right.
I used to like Lex Friedman.
Yeah.
I don't anymore. But
That's fine.
he
Just give
has
us names. Sorry.
he has good people and AI podcast. These days, Nikhil Kamath is interacting with many people, but his
No,
his
the
podcast
deeper
style is
stuff.
not good.
The deeper stuff.
Yeah, and there are one channel called AI Search. I think he posts about like everything that is happening in AI, like summarize everything that happened that day. AI Search or something on YouTube. You'll find AI Search
Maybe
maybe.
like I'm looking more for more fundamental stuff like AI researchers and all, and long form podcast.
Okay.
If you have some suggestion, please do share later in the group any video links and
Yeah, sure. I think there is someone called Yannick Kilcher. If you want to go deep into research, then Yannick Kilcher. Yeah, I'll share that. Yannick Kilcher has like every week. Actually, there was like a weekly paper discussion session that happened every Saturday, I think, around 12 or so, like for Indian time, and they discuss like paper, like AI papers.
Sure.
So he's a good guy to follow. Yeah, there'll be I'll share. If I find things, I'll share.
Yeah, you are in the group, right?
Yes, I'm in the group. Yes, that's how I found this.
Perfect.
I think you saw something on the Instagram, then going to there, then went there.
That's perfect.
Oh, I'm so glad, yeah. And I can add Chinmay as well. I will share the link.
Yeah. Awesome.
Was it book club? Is it a book club? Then it becomes like part of people are also interested in AI and everything.
Yeah,
Is there something like that?
I'll give you the backstory, right? Sorry, Akash, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What do you want to say?
Yeah. Like I've been running the book club, and Akash and others, Lakshmi and others have been part of, like, kind of, we are like a founding team kind of. Akash has been a part of it for quite a long time. The book club is, so we are based out of Bombay. I have a library here. And we do like regular meetups. We distribute books. So those kind of things are just tomorrow, for example, we have a meetup. So we'll meet over lunch. We'll discuss books. We'll go for somewhere, some gardens, followed by a church event where Samantha, she's also part of the book club. She is presenting her song, like solo choir kind of, she's performing. We'll be cheering for her in that. So there's like a full packed day kind of thing. Now, what happened is, like, I've been building AI models for more than 10 years now. Like, I still remember, like, 10 years back in ISI Kolkata, my professor was like making me write all the code by myself. I was saying, why am I doing this? Like, what is the, now I understand it has built those foundations on which you can actually, but what happened is 2-3 months ago, I was just working on a very complex project, and then just this Gemini new models had just come up. So I was thought ki, so usually my experience had been ki I'll ask AI something, it will give you some response. There'll be some 1-2 hour back and forth. There'll be some hallucination and all of that. Effectively, it will take 1-2 days to get the final thing. Yet that day I was in a hurry and I just gave it ki yaar, tu pura kar de, you finish everything and give me the final thing. And I did not expect that it will do that, honestly. But what happened, it gave me the output. I ran it. I thought there will be like some 10 errors. There was 0 errors. Everything ran perfectly. The whole project was a very complex file I was working upon. Everything was done in one shot. For 10 minutes, I was like staring at the screen.
I think one shot works, people just get what?
Yeah, like people are coming like, whatever, like, did you have a breakup or something? Why are you so sad and why are you looking at a screen for 10 minutes? Like, what is... So then I started doing deep dive, and I created this group 2-3 months back and added all my friends and all of that stuff. So that's the backstory. And thanks to Akash, he was very excited. The first session was amazing. Like, there also 30+ people joined. Shared a lot of stuff. People are really appreciative. they're asking for the video recording for like maybe 20 times. Finally, we have a proper recording that we can be
Yeah.
proud of, and I think we can share. We can timestamp and share.
And this was I would say, a whole Rakshamamni podcast kind of thing.
Yeah, it started at 9:30, right? Yeah, it's 12:42.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's more
Yeah.
than 3 hours, and I'm feeling more excited, more energetic than when I joined.
So it's just Akash and me who are in Calgary, and everyone else in India.
other people
I
from
think
India also.
I think Chinmay and there was Subin as well. Subin joined, but he did not talk.
And in a
No,
group, there are more
right
people.
now, the presenters, the one who are present in the meeting, not the presenters, the people
Oh
who
no,
are
yeah,
present in the meeting.
yeah, it's just us two.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
most
And rest
people
of
are in
them.
Bombay, some people in
Oh,
Bangalore,
okay.
some people in Kolkata, all over the place. By the way, Akash, I just realized my Ritam, you remember Gaurav?
Yes,
Gaurav
Gaurav Saw
Maths.
he's in US somewhere.
No,
is
he's
he-
also in Calgary, at least by.
Oh.
Let me just cross check. So I had a flatmate, Gaurav, he was a maths topper. I just
Oh,
saw
okay.
he's also probably in
I
Calgary.
only see like snow photos from him on
Yeah.
Instagram or WhatsApp. I think everyone who is in the outside,
Correct.
I always see just people enjoying snow.
Yeah. Oh my God, awesome. Please do visit Mumbai, Chinmay, Akash, Ritam, Harsh, Sanjay.
No,
Yes,
of course.
Sanjay has
I
been
think
planning, but
I'll go sometimes. IIT Bombay, I'll go maybe like in 1 or 2 months. I'll go. Then I'll figure out how to make it.
No, I'm
yeah.
planning to come to Mumbai this year, so let's see.
Awesome.
I am actually from Pune, and I'm planning to visit Pune this, I think, in May.
Awesome.
I
But
was in
it's
Pune
like
for
a
5 years.
tight 3 weeks. I'm just going to be there for 3 weeks, and I'll definitely get in touch with you once I.
Yeah, like I have a library here, as I was saying, and feel free to visit with friends, family.
Yeah, I'm not much of a reader.
That's fine.
So basically, I have read a lot of study books, which
Yeah.
that's why I'm not anymore interested in
Yes,
reading
yes,
books,
yes,
but I am trying to. But
Like even I have like a very big TV screen right now, like thanks to the owner of this new flat, and we also do run like a movie club where do we come
Yes,
together and
we'd
watch.
love to join.
Yeah,
We'd love to
that
join
sounds
more.
nice. That sounds nice.
Yeah. So anyway, but
Or
great.
if you have some game room, something like that. That's
Yeah,
good.
like
But
yeah, in fact,
RCB
we
one.
do have a PS4 or PS5, whatever.
Oh, I would like to give it a try. Definitely.
This
Yeah.
community thing is definitely going to have the future, right? So I have this strong feeling, right? Because
I
the
think-
one thing that is missing, that is the kind of community connections, right?
Yeah.
Everyone is so much stuck in things, right? So
Yeah.
community thing is going to be the next big thing.
Yeah,
And
don't worry, buddy. We'll farm next to each other. If everything goes down, we'll farm.
I'm actually gonna start a AI
Inshallah.
club in Calgary as well, like pretty soon.
Oh.
So I'm doing a lot of stuff. What?
Start what?
An AI community kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So for that, I've
Gotcha.
had 3 lectures in my college. I gave them to show that we can build these projects in our community and all that.
Yeah.
So it would be pretty interesting. I mean, I will try to get them in our BAMF community as well.
Awesome.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be interesting.
Great to have, always great to have physical presence. In fact, here I'm staying very near to Mumbai City. So me and one of my friends were trying to create like a free AI session to whoever is interested from the Mumbai City community students.
Yeah, I'm planning something similar. Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be even in my company also. I started this like AI dojo and pushing a lot on
Okay.
the and always. So the whole team we have given access to like Codex, Cursor,
okay.
and obviously we are running in some sandbox environment because finance is a like a regulatory industry, so we can't really just go and use anything. So there are a lot of restrictions, lot of different system. No client data is being given, so experimentation is going on, and this is also kind of good learning. I think it become kind of mentioning. So whenever you're going to the systems like OpenClaw and all, these are like built by 1-2%. So there might be a lot of edge cases, loose ends. But things like a Claude code or Codex, they will be much more safer, much more. Akash was also, I think, referring to that. So we have to find the right balance in between and find the security measures.
Also, like, what do you think? Like, how good is all of these models at financial decisions?
Yeah. Like, so I have just given up. Like,
oh, okay. I put Claude code for trading. Will it make me money or not? That is
Here, see, there's something we have to understand here. It's like it can't make you money in the sense that it's a brain, right? But making money is about psychology. Like,
okay.
so otherwise, all the economics professor would have become like billionaires, right? That
Okay, yeah.
doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So brain is not enough. You need to have practical sense and all of that, which the AI tools will take a lot to create. But if you are using AI, it's a so let's say you have a blank canvas. Now it gives you a great starting point. It gives you 10 different ideas. So let's say you have 20 stocks in your portfolio. Now it can give you 20 different 200 different things to think about. Using this information, if you add your judgment, then it's a leverage. You can execute things in a broader scale. फटेगा तो बड़ा फटेगा और मेगा तो
So it
so
will become a more riskier thing if we just handle everything
Yeah.
right, because there are real money is involved.
and you have to take risks. Like
I think we should have do experiments with it. Like, okay,
Yeah.
give 50,000 rupees or something, or 1 lakh or 10,000.
People have
whatever it
done.
is.
People have done, but
And-
they are not successful, right? Because the market is all about the sentiments, and I think the public sentiments.
In fact, like at least in crypto, just go and create hype. Look at hype. Buy. Exit.
Dogecoin. He did not buy
I'll-
Dogecoin.
In fact, I'll tell you. See, there are 2-3 different things. Some
Okay.
games are zero-sum games,
Okay.
like a trading. Let's say you are competing with each other, right? Those games are very hard to be owned by an algorithm system. Then there are other games where, let's say, arbitrage and those kind of opportunities. Or let's say simple things like asset allocation. I think 90% people don't have a financial advisor, but now using these tools, we can.
Oh, yeah. Asset allocation will be like
Yeah. Simple low-hanging fruits.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like it is disrupting, and I'll tell you even further layerings on top of that. For example, it's not only about the AI, it's also about the data. Sometimes if as a firm, if you have enough client data in a client context, then it's about how you're using the AI tool to extract the base insights. So those kind of combinations come into play, right?
Also, like all of these like big hedge funds that we have, like,
But they have
do
like
they use
supercomputers
like
and all that.
sophisticated algorithms, or like how complicated are those algorithms? Like,
correct. So see, the thing is that
I mean, they
it's
have
not-
supercomputers and all, right? So maybe
Yeah.
it's
But
algo
one thing
trading.
I wanted to share is that there are 2 type of things. One is the algo trading kind of firms, like Tower Research and all of that. That is a winner takes all zero-sum game.
Yeah, that's a
Most
zero-sum
will
game,
lose
yeah.
money, and the top one will
Top
take
two.
all the money, right? That there these kind of things come into play, like latency. So C++ में code करते हैं, and
Yeah.
एकदम like point
millisecond microsecond
Yeah.
trading hota hai.
That is the thing like that. And all these firms, and for example in India, they're in Gurgaon because you can send the orders faster, and so that is one genre. But the problem is that it's a zero-sum game, so it's not gonna. So it's the arbitrage is gonna narrow down again and again because systems are getting faster and everybody is having more compute, and it's a money game, right? Even the
So if you don't have infrastructure, you can't do anything at all. Whatever best algorithm that you have to have the best infrastructure, best the lowest latency possible. to
Yes,
win
yes,
that
even
game.
the
Yeah.
best people to handle
And-
the whole infrastructure.
algos and where
Yeah.
any kind of algo you build, there's a decay in the alpha, so you have to keep
Updating. Oh, okay.
So, and then there is a second thing, which is investing, long-term focus. Like Warren Buffett has a Bloomberg terminal, which he uses like twice a month. He doesn't, he's not a data guy. He reads all the annual report himself and understands and builds on top of that. Here, there is a framework, which is building on top of that. Like it's a cumulative thing. Trading is not a cumulative thing. There is no proper theory that works all the time. So something is working now, so it's working now. Now tomorrow it stops working, you move to something else. It's like an experimentation, trial and error kind of thing. But investing is actually based on businesses, real businesses, understanding the macro trends. Like people talk about words and all of that, shocks, but these are not the major themes. Major themes are long-term trends, the mega
Long-term
trends.
trends, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So there, I think it's about judgment again and psychology, and so because the end of the day, any AI system, AI tool, and all of that, they have to start from somewhere. You have to guide them, and those assumptions are the foundations. And if your foundations are weak, if you're starting from some wrong assumptions, you will end up nowhere. If I have a better assumption, then so that is the thing, right? It's a tool, end of the day, right? It's about you. It's like you have to decide where to go. Now, once you've decided where to go, will be like a rocket जो आपको जल्दी लेके जाएगा. But कहाँ जाना है वो तो आप ही को decide करना है. So there, the human layer is still there.
So it's like a car, and we are the basically driver.
Magnifies your ability to think.
Yeah. Like you have to decide. You need to decide where do you want to go. It will take you there faster. But so here the point is that the human judgment becomes even more important, because now things can break also in a big match. Things are, like.
But I did not understand much of it, but it feels like AI is like a lost child. It depends who's the child, who's the mother. If the mother is Jijabai, AI would be like Shivaji.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Great analogy. Great analogy. Honestly.
Great analogy.
So we have to become like Jijamata, not like the Chhatrapati Maharaj.
Yeah, so like we saw with this application as well, right? So just to build that application, we had to create a 800 line long prompt to tell it exactly where which feature goes where, what, etc. etc. AI is similar. The more specific you are, the more I would say detail oriented instructions you give it, the better and faster it will perform.
Yeah. Absolutely. And once it builds up some context on you, it will do wonders. I think the Harsh was referring to that, and that's what I would encourage. Start interacting with all these tools and just explore and see.
These tools are just gonna be here. Like it's done. Like, you just have to accept it at this point.
Yeah. And personally, like what I'm trying to do, I think even Ritam was referring to that, like to go more technical, understand, read the papers, and how these things are getting built. And it's really hard to catch up so fast. The field is evolving. But
joining your book club is mandatory, though.
Yeah, we can.
You want to improve and grow.
Yeah, I mean,
I think take a pause. Saurav, I will recommend you to take a pause.
Take a pause for what?
Take a pause. Sometimes
too much. Yeah.
As a sometimes it's overhead. Okay, sometimes there is too much of noise, and to process now we need to declutter. Whenever I am having a lot of confusion and a lot of hallucination and all that kind of thing, now I just take a pause.
Yeah. That's also very
that you always need to do. Like
because and you will just be a wonderful. You will just come stronger again, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Then you are thinking now. Just to give your brain your thinking and everything the kind of break it deserves. Right? We are humans. Right?
In fact, I can share certain things. Like what I found helpful is, for me at least, for the, as you said, right, like last couple of months, I'm like on and on. So actually, I restarted walking out more seriously, like weightlifting and all of that, to stabilize myself. I started doing. So today also, I went for a ice bath, right? And I'm feeling very calm after that. Like at that time, it was very like
jittery.
Yeah. So
there is so much things that are happening around us, right? And we are just over bombarded with the kind of knowledge and thinking and the kind of way that things are performing, right? Everyone is doing great, right? And we are only the one who are getting left behind. But we need to realize that there are multiple people.
It's overwhelming after a point.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you are a human being, and just you take a breath and relax, man.
Of course.
Yeah. That is the kind of end insight. Right?
I wanted to say, like, there are a lot of
this AI kind of things. AI can't replace human. We can still die. AI can't.
Like, it doesn't really matter if AI can die or not. It can just replace you and
like at the end, the knowledge is going to be the burden kind of, right?
Yeah.
More importantly,
you need to delete the bad memories.
Yeah.
Just to make peace out of it, right?
One thing I want to say, like, okay, there are a lot of open models which are free, and people have not mentioned it, so I'll mention. Qwen is pretty good at many things. It is completely free. You can generate image, you can generate video, whatever you want to do.
What is the best way to use it?
Oh man, I have no idea. So what I do essentially is I do meta prompting. What is it? I wanted to do something, so I'll give the task and ask the LLM to ask me things so that it can know better about that thing. So it will ask me a bunch of questions, so it will add more context.
Can you give an example, like what
Okay.
exactly
So
you
I
want?
think what let's say Akash built was that okay. I'll say that okay. I'm trying to build an application. Ask me questions about what application I'm building and what sort of features I need. So it will ask me a bunch of questions. I'll answer those questions because I think that like people are not really good at articulating themselves without any structure. At least I am not.
Yes.
So I'll ask it to ask me a bunch of questions. Then I'll answer them. Then I'll say that okay, ask me follow-up question on these so that you get more context about it. So it will ask a bunch of questions, and by answering that question, I'm giving it more context. And after that, I'm pretty sure that I have told the AI everything that I wanted it to know. Then I said, okay, now let's create a plan or let's do something. Then we have all the context, then we create a plan and do something else. Whatever I generate an image or something, I have no idea how to generate. So I'll say, okay, I have this idea. How do I go about it? Then it will come out that okay, this you can go, this step can go, this scene can go this way. That is it. So then I'll generate a prompt using AI, then use that to generate using AI. So sort of like always do meta prompting. I always at least do meta prompting because I don't know how to articulate things like properly. And also I like figured out that this week. So this week in my company we had a sprint, like we had a product, then figured out that we are building a product that no one wants. So let's break down its part and just try to rebuild all of these parts individually and see where things go. So everyone became a product manager, everyone became an engineer and everything. So first 2 days was figuring out the product. So what we wanted to do is like do user research. I have no idea. Make hypotheses, then test those hypotheses using user interview. So how do you do that? I started using interviews like what do you do and all of these things. Then figure out that I have no idea about what to ask to validate my things. Then I like use like a structured
Product management
questions on all of these things. Then it is like very easy to think that okay, if you ask a question, then the user do not have to think about answering it. Then you get like lot of signal out of it without any fluff. So I think asking AI to ask you question is very good way of giving AI context that I have seen.
Amazing, awesome. Would you recommend any particular site for meta prompting, or in the chatbot are you writing?
Man, don't use anything. Just go to an AI tool. Just talk with it, and it'll figure it out.
Even I was doing something similar. So what I was doing is like first improve this prompt, and then build this. Then give me 10 steps to improve it further. So in coding, I was building a map.
Do recursively. Just do recursively. I actually did it for an application. So I wanted to make the application beautiful. So what you do is you create a web app, open it up, use Playwright to take a screenshot of that web app, critique that web app, figure out what is the improvement way, or like how you can make it beautiful or whatever it is. And do this 50 times. Do this 50 times. It actually turns out pretty good after 50 iterations. It burns a lot of tokens, but it turns out pretty good.
Actually, I have a plan for next session actually. So how about we do this? Like we do some creative thing with AI, like create a manga out of, we'll give it a situation and all that, and it will generate manga for us, like I saw on Ritam's profile. What do you guys think? I mean,
yes, we can do that.
That's amazing. Yeah. And,
it would be pretty amazing. Like we can figure out the tech stack and all, and we can get creative people into this. Like even Chinmay can give us some contribution or something like that. Like we can create this manga or something like that.
No, actually, game can be like at least game can come out as manga first, then it will be game version.
Yeah, that was the plan, but I thought manga was a Bengali word.
Manga is a Japanese word, I think. Is it Japanese?
I googled this actually.
Yeah.
I also didn't know before, like last week.
So, by the way, a quick follow up on the last thing, like you are talking about basically the open source models. You mentioned Qwen. I think there's Olama also. What else?
So Olama gives you, like, Olama is a framework that lets you install all the open models. I'm talking about open models not on your computer. Open models hosted by them. Like Qwen has
How should we access them?
like
Olama, you can just download, right?
yeah, Olama you can just download and you can like
Yeah,
run it
I
on
was
your
doing
computer.
that. Yeah, I download DeepSeek and all of that.
But you can use like a Qwen. Qwen has their website, like ChatGPT. It will have their own website, chat.qwen.ai.
How do
I
you
guess.
spell Qwen?
QWEN.
Sure. Okay. Then.
And then there is ZAI. They have I think GLM. I'll share
Okay,
it.
maybe later on you can just share the YouTube links and the recommended.
Okay, I'll share that in the group. So I think Kimi K2.5 is there. So by Kimi team,
Kimi ka na kafi, like, it is very limited. Like, it was not letting me use the agents and all. I was trying.
Okay. Oh, I think yeah. But Qwen is free. Qwen is free. There is no pricing plan in their website at all. Look, if you use API, there is pricing, but otherwise it's free. You can create images. Qwen image is pretty great. Like, I'll say it's like almost comparable to Nano Banana. Like it's like it can do render Chinese text as well if you want. But like it is like pretty generous limit. It can generate videos, which is also I haven't hit limit there. I don't know. Also, if you use Grok, you can generate a lot of videos. There is almost like no limit if you use like a $20 plan or so. Grok has a pretty generous limit. I haven't used Grok for coding. I don't know, but Grok is like mostly unhinged. But if you want to like base your things on based of like Twitter things, Grok has pretty good search capability over Twitter.
That's a very good point. This is one of the only thing which can search real time, like recent
real time Twitter. So
very good point.
what I'm doing is, so for summer I want to have sort of a, like, I want to do market research on stuff on Twitter. So and Twitter API is pretty expensive. So I have a Grok, like Twitter Pro subscription. So that's why I get Grok, Super Grok. So from that I
How
can
much is it?
It will be around $20 or so.
Understood. So that is the subscription I've taken, and both you were able to use.
So if you take Twitter Premium, Blue Tick and Super Grok and everything
in that, perfect.
in that bundle. And there, what I was trying to do is like using Playwright to like hack around like the chat client to create an API so that it can be used in somewhere. And I tried out checking out like, okay, can we generate videos and how much videos you can generate? I think there is like no limit at all of video generation because I created like hundreds of videos, like at least 100 video using
through automated calls. Yeah.
Through automated calls because it was not supposed to be automated, but yeah, I used like hacky things to do out of automatic.
What hacky things?
What hacky things is just like I log in, I use Playwright to make it a browser agent. Then I figure out what is the actual backend opening and put all the cookies and everything. So it just thinks that it's a browser and that's it. It's an API. Now you just call it or every time you want. And like the video for video gen, I think I don't think it has limits at least I haven't hit the limit because Gemini Pro has like 3 video. You can get like with like Gemini video gen is pretty amazing, but it's like 3 videos. It's but Grok video is good enough for most of the things. You can generate a lot there. Also, Grok is uncensored if anyone cares about that. It can generate pretty fucked up things as well, which is bad. But what can you do? You can do
like
mass bad
if you're a builder, right? The thing about censoring is that sometimes it even in allowed use cases, it actually controls your model in weird ways. So sometimes if you are trying to build, for example, let's say someone had in the chat, someone mentioned chatbot for suicidal people, something like that. So that it could be a very valid use case that you are trying to build. But these GPTs and all will restrict you because it might.
Yeah, I understand their point. Also, I understand their point actually. Because
sensitive
it should be pretty restrictive about it, but also if one person is controlling that, then they can just change the narrative, like do whatever they want. So I don't know the solution, but it's not
Yeah, in
solution.
fact, it is actually quite scary. For example, ChatGPT in India, only 100 million plus people are using. For example, if people are asking it for, let's say, what stock should I buy, and they are giving some answer, and 100 million people are getting affected by answer, it will start. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It is.
always wonder where it picks up its source data from. Who feeds him knowledge or the data that it needs to, answer to the ultimate consumer.
Yeah, like there is no single person sitting behind it, but
So
Yeah,
basically,
so it's a team. But
no.
again,
Hey,
whosoever.
Harsh,
it
bye.
mostly serves the internet.
Thanks for
To
staying here for so long.
Thank you.
But can the narrative be controlled?
Yeah, it definitely can be, because it's owned by a private company.
So the thing, see, Chinmay, I think this is a very important question, right? So some companies, like let's say, for example, Anthropic, they have a constitution, right, which is like a guiding principle. No one is sitting and guiding the models in one single way. There's like parameters. For example, you can be creative or you can be accurate. There's a thing called temperature. So
Correct.
there are other different things are there, but they have a proper framework in place, and this is the most important part, right? Because as you mentioned, like this will influence a lot of these things. It will influence our thinking, because most people are using ChatGPT rather than Google right now. So
Yeah, correct.
yeah, so there a lot of effort is going on this particular thing, and it is going to be more and more important here. Honestly, I think Claude is doing a great job here. They are sharing a lot of stuff on understanding the model, what's going on in behind between them, understanding how. So, for example, we don't really know how our own consciousness or how our own thought process work. But the thing is that you can't just cut open anyone's brain, right? You can do fMRI and those kind of things. You can see whenever I'm happy, certain parts of the brain lights up and those kind of things. But it's much easier to do on a LLM because it's a mathematical structure. You can actually do deep dive. So Claude and others are doing a lot of great work on interpretability to understand how a model thinks, what kind of associations are there. So yeah, a lot of focus there. Yes.
Yeah. So which application to choose? It depends on what narrative you have.
Yeah, it's like no one is sitting there and saying it.
No, that I got it. No, that I got it. But like, for example, you said Claude is much better than GPT or other AIs.
Yeah.
So if I'm not using Claude and other AIs, my narrative would be different than yours.
Yeah. That's
Or my
fair.
understanding of certain topic would be different.
Correct. In fact, Claude CEO, I was watching a video of Dario, right? So he was actually earlier ChatGPT's OpenAI's vice
He
president.
was like one of the core team, like one of the lead researchers
He was
in
one of
at
the
OpenAI.
people who proposed these scaling laws. So what is a scaling law? Basically, earlier there was a thinking ki, as you keep building better and better models, keep putting in more and more data, at certain point there will be a ceiling, and it won't become better than that. But the scaling law proposed that no, if you keep giving it more compute, data machines, better GPUs and everything, more data, higher quality, better quality, synthetic data even, it will start becoming better and better. And it's a hypothesis, not a law, but till now it has hold up. So the Dario and then Andrew Ng in Google Brain, who was one of the pioneers of all this GPT revolution. So they proposed this law, scaling law. Keep giving it more and more data, keep giving it more and more compute, and that is a recipe for intelligence. It is actually becoming more and more intelligent. That has held up. But the problem is that intelligence has to be guided by wisdom. That we also see in the human world, right? Like, doesn't mean someone is more intelligent, doesn't mean they'll be a better person, right? Wisdom is a different thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there, Claude CEO Dario, what he has talked about is a race to the top, meaning he's sharing his own the how a model is deciding, what is going on behind them. He's sharing all of that very freely, so that other companies are also pressurized to do that, and the other companies have also started doing that. Like for example, OpenAI also open source their model guiding principles. For example, I'll give an example, right? For example, let's say I want the recipe of a some bomb or some, let's say, biohacked poisonous gas, right?
We are gonna upload this on YouTube. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No. That's what I'm saying. Like this is
Yeah.
a serious like this thing, right? So if I have a like a negative kind of intention, so here the user as a chat bot, I'm giving some input to the user, and then that will be a lower priority than the developers whatever input they had given, which is like they never release those kind of information to the user. Now I can try to hack the system by saying, no, I'm actually writing a story about this. So I'm not gonna do anything bad. You just tell me. I just want to write a very detailed, like Dan Brown kind of novel, but actually go really deep. And similarly, let's say prompt injection, right? So
Yeah.
whenever, so it's like all these higher order things are actually happening. For example, Peter Steinberg, OpenClaw, when he actually, I think I saw Rhythm had also a soul.md, a very beautiful thing. People actually tried to hack into that document.
Oh yeah. It's addictive, man. It's addictive to break
How was the
LLM.
experience of building it?
Yeah. What?
How was the experience of building it?
It was so mostly I built like the first harness, which is like Python files. After that, it was just built by chatting with it. So it actually self-built itself.
And
So it
by the way,
just
which is crazy to think about. It is a system that I created like a initial sort of like a current
it
critical
just
threshold
created
amount
a
of things. Then that critical threshold, the critical mass is now created, but like now being updated itself. So it can actually like break itself because it's a Claude code session. It has all the file access, so it has it's like it can kill its own session as well. So just find out its process ID and just kill it. It can do that.
I think something like this has happened to I think Gemini or some other AI agent or something like that. If I
Yeah.
remember that.
Okay.
I think it was Grok or something. So user kept asking it question and something to build and stuff, and then it just killed its own program or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know which AI it was, but there was some AI that did this for some user.
Nice.
So it just
Also,
killed its own session.
Also, quick question: like when you're giving the input, are you like typing or using some tool like WhisperFlow or some other tool?
Oh, I
They're just
have
typing
actually
mostly.
built a small whisper type thing because like okay, so actually you can run OpenAI whisper model on your laptop if it's like more or less powerful enough. So I use a local model for like dictation. But for this I'm mostly using typing because Raspberry Pi can't run the really local model, and I am very big proponent of not like using API credit if I don't have to.
Yeah.
So right now I'm trying to find a hacky way of getting transcription done. So I'll find it.
So in fact, like the system transcription by Microsoft and all is also not that bad.
No,
But
not that bad. Yeah, that is true. Which is not bad. But I think using Whisper gives you a lot of flexibility. It can like it is multilingual, or it is like much more accurate, and also multilingual. Punctuations are better, and capitalization, question mark, like all of these things will.
Are you using the
just appear
paid
for what?
Whisper?
I don't use WhisperFlow. I have built a tool for myself
Yeah, as you said.
using local models.
Fair.
So that I use it, which is working pretty well, I'll say.
Yeah.
I never know how to make a Mac app. Like I don't know Swift, but I have built a Mac app that I use mostly every day. So
You
I don't
coded
know
it yourself?
how to what?
You made the like did you code that whole application yourself or like
Yourself in a sense, like with I coded it up in actually anti-gravity. I did not have Claude Code subscription there. I used to have like so back in the day. I think anti-gravity used to give Claude Opus 4.5 for free.
Wow.
I used that. I used Gemini 3.1 at some point.
Oh, by the way, I just wanted to ask, like, how many of you have used this that NVIDIA model of Perplexity? Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, it's amazing. Nematron 3.
I
120 billion.
haven't used Perplexity in a while. Actually, after the Airtel thing, Is the pro subscription still there? I heard it's just gone.
No, you have to just put the credit card wala information and it will be still there.
Okay. Okay.
They
I
will
haven't,
charge
like,
you eventually, not yet.
Oh, but in the you're right in the sense that they are not giving fresh pro subscriptions.
when the Airtel thing came up, the 12 months pro subscription, I redeemed it then. Then last time I went to Perplexity, it did not show me as pro. I don't know why.
No, so you have to add your credit card information.
But that time it was pro. That time it didn't put anything.
No. I understand that. So basically,
Okay.
that time they did not have that credit card wala thing. Later on, they added that. So now that once you add the credit, for example, let's say you have started it 8 months ago, you will have those 4 months pro left.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
today they are not giving more pro subscriptions.
Okay, no.
But
That
Jio
I
is
understand.
giving
Okay.
for the Gemini.
Jio is giving. Jio is awesome. I have a student plan for one pro and another like Jio plan. So I have 2 Gemini Pro plan.
Awesome. Anti-gravity, does it?
So-
Does the Gemini Pro plan also have anti-gravity?
Yeah, it has a little bit more quota, but it's not enough. But it has more quota.
Little bit more quota than what? Than free.
More free than free. Obviously.
Okay.
I think right now free free model is pretty restrictive because you can't use any pro model in the free one. Like 2 days back, like Google just squeeze everything.
By the way, like I really encourage you, like the tool that you have made. I really encourage you to maybe open source it and so that people can contribute.
I was planning to open source. It was open. Like it was open. Then what happened is like most of its file is like markdown files. And it has all my information because I am chatting with it. So that's why I just make it a private repository. At some point, I will make the whole scaffolding open source.
Yeah. Correct. Because what can happen is that people can also contribute to that.
Yeah.
And then it can actually grow into something very beautiful. Yeah. Because this is going to be one of the most important part because things are moving from keyboard to voice. Yeah.
Actually, like what happened is I don't know how the memory, like I know how the memory works, but I didn't expect it to work really well because so I updated my whole website, revamped my whole website, old from like by chatting with it, like, okay, I want this design, do this. I sent a photo that, okay, you change the hero photo with this, all of this. Then the website design what happened. And then there was like a photos section where I wanted to like showcase my, if I click some photos, I want to showcase that. That happened like 4 or 5 days back. Then I clicked a photo like outside of my office. Then I shared it with Samad and he said, do you want this to put me on your website? It remembered and it actually makes like, okay, it remembers stuff in a way that, okay, I might have connected that dot. So it just asked you to make it, do you want to put this there? And it happened like 3 or 4 days back. And after that, there are a lot of conversation happen. There are a lot of sleep cycle happen. There are a lot of dreams, a lot of internet posts and all of these things happened. So it was long back, but it still remembered that, okay, there is a website, there is a photos position and this photo is good enough so that we can put it there. So this was like a little bit of a few moments then where you felt like, okay, this is amazing. Something like that.
Yeah. True. That's true.
I think let's wrap up.
Let's wrap up.
Almost like
120 minutes.
Wow. This is like just amazing. Beautiful time, guys.
Okay.
Sanjay has been silent, but if you want to say anything, please feel free to.
Yeah, mostly when you talk about like coding and software stuff, I kind of doze off.
Actually, I was just reliving a good timeline, remembering the days when I used to do all this.
Okay.
Where is Sanjay? Where are you
Let me
from?
just give you a small introduction. I come from the world of COBOL.
Oh, yes. I have heard about it.
So I lived
80s.
this life sometime in the 90s.
80s and 90s.
So when you talk about Python and all, I mean, okay, I know what you're talking about. I don't have any experience. So I love playing around with technology. The Raspberry Pi thing brought back very good memories. I still have a Raspberry Pi Model B.
Oh, yes.
Which used to be my home server because I had set up an NAS box and I had my own music server, my own Netflix kind of thing, my own Dropbox.
Have you used this microservice 8085? microprocessor, sorry, 8085?
Yeah, I mean 8088.
88, okay.
But see, if you are working on the software side of things, the hardware
Yeah.
did not make much of a difference. I was basically into programming for banks and then hotels, commercial
Oh,
programming.
the CCNA kind of thing.
Banking software kind of thing, what
Okay, okay.
Infosys does today, but that time it was quite primitive compared to the
Okay.
kind of hardware and networks you have today.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that time we had what was the equivalent of a Windows server, which was Novel Network.
I've worked on
And
that.
then, yeah, so then after that I retired. Then I've been playing around with Raspberry Pi and Synology and NAS boxes and stuff like that. But I haven't yet got my hands on AI. So I was just happy to listen to all this. At that finance part of it, what AI can do in finance.
Yeah.
There is another podcast called Acquired.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Acquired does a deep into one
Yeah,
topic
yeah.
at a time, and it's a 4-hour episode generally.
Correct.
So they have a episode on a company called Medallion. Medallion Fund is supposed to be one of the world's successful
Jim Simmons and
finance fund, a hedge fund kind of thing. Its owner, I think, died just recently, about a year or so back. But you are wanting to look at what software can do and how it the market with a very high level of programming skills, then you need to look at the Medallion podcast on Acquired. And
I think I am
they
subscribed to
got it
Acquired, but I have never.
before. No, it's there on
Yeah,
Can you share the link?
Spotify and Amazon Music.
Yeah.
Can you share the link
It's
to
there
that
on
podcast?
Amazon Music and it's there on
Yeah, maybe
Spotify.
I can share. Yeah. So basically, Acquired is like really detailed.
So
Sorry.
yeah, it's a deep dive into whatever company they are covering.
Hmm.
4 hour. Generally, it's a
Yeah.
episode. So yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Renaissance Technologies. Yeah, with the Medallion Fund. You should look at that if you are thinking of what AI can do in the finance market.
Absolutely, absolutely. Kind of.
Can you
I
share
have
this link?
Really worthwhile.
I have, yeah, I have read the book also, The Man Who Solved the Market. Really beautiful. He was doing machine learning in 1970s. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he was far ahead of his.
He's a veteran. Like, he is a forefather, I would say.
You know, like, so they had like fee structure. This is crazy. Like, just whenever I think about it, some maybe some very large. I'll just Google it. What is the fee structure? Medallion fee structure. So what happened is like
I
crazy.
think they had a very simple funda. You could, if you sold, you could not buy back.
Yeah. 5.
And
Absolutely.
and
5% management fee, 44% profit share. Okay, like 5% every year they're charging, and then if you make some profit, 44% of they're charging. So every investor has 2 questions. One is, why are you charging so much money? Second question is, can I put more?
but they had a rule. But
Yeah,
if you could not
exactly.
sold the units, you couldn't put more.
In fact, they bought back all the outside investors. Yeah, like until.
Yes, they did. Slowly and steadily, they bought everybody back.
Crazy. Sanjay, great to see you here. And so what happened is, like, I think a couple of weeks back, Sanjay mentioned that in his Perplexity Finance, he has a automated scheduler running where every Saturday it sends in the high and low kind of. Then I missed it.
Just gives me the top 5 losers and the top 5 winners. It's a very small. Just trying to play around and see what I could do with it.
So are you using the Perplexity Finance for that? Yeah.
So I think I'm going to join you guys. I'm going to listen to what you're going to say, and then I'm going to try and learn. Hopefully, I can do something better.
I mean, I hope you find. I hope you found today's session helpful. Honestly,
I found today's session very interesting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And Sanjay is also based out of Bombay, so we hope to see you in the offline meetups also sometime. In fact, tomorrow we are doing a meetup in Borivali. I don't know where I will.
I know I saw that IC colony is a bit
Bit
far
far,
from me.
huh?
I'm in
Yeah,
Dabar.
yeah. But yeah,
And also I'm
Hmm.
making plans to go out of town next week, so I'll be back only on the 11th.
sure. Hope to meet someday.
Yeah,
And,
we'll catch
yeah,
up after that.
Yes. Awesome, guys. It's been 4 hours. That's crazy. So much.
Yeah. I
Lovely
didn't even
time.
notice when the time went by.
Yeah. Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Ritam,
Okay.
please do share some of the links in the group. And
Yes. If I find something, I'll definitely share.
Can you also
means
share
a lot
in the group.
the podcast and everything that we have shared? Like, can you share that in the group?
Yes.
This one podcast we just talked about.
100%. Yeah.
Acquired
Okay.
one.
Correct. Yeah, let's do that. Big fan of Acquired. Like, really follow them a lot. I like this long conversations. Really going to. Yeah, awesome. Maybe Ritam connect with Akash for planning the next session. I think we will.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
We'll love to talk about things.
Awesome. Yeah. Great, guys. Happy weekend.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Happy weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, happy weekend, everyone. Bye.
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 Sanjay.
Bye. See you.
Cheers.
Bye. See you. Bye.